That's the boss.
Dungeons and Dragons, baby! We're back!
We're back!
Alright. So to recap last session, the band of Soti Maulkeye did a few things while in their time at Tiber Cove. They got some horses. The party grew suspicious a little bit of Mr. Edwards and Samantha in the church. Darris had his egg hatch, Dorias, in which he tried to stuff into a bag of holding and it was struggling. But then they rode off, gathered some horses, and rode off to the edge of the Skull Forest, which is where we left off and where we begin right now.
So we just passed like farmers.
Yep.
We were hot on the tail. Weren't we hot on the tracks? Not hot, but we were.
And you learned that Cecil and Zarya had reports of they encountered the snake last night, and they seemed to wound it. So with that, we will switch to some tavern music.
Hello.
And we will start.
I'm so
I need to spend 7 minutes in my car while we're up. Like,
yeah, I know. It's like you want to get your voice down, and
my voice
it's hard.
down. It's like
I know.
rotate through like 19 different voices.
I feel like
Well, if somebody talks, you want to like.
I feel like once it's towards the end of the night, your voice is just gone. It's just Reed talking.
Yeah, no, it totally is. Well, because it's like I'll start talking and it'll be that, and I'll like go back into it.
I forget what I named my horse.
Musty.
You're right. It was musty. It was musty. Musty.
What time is it?
It was.
It's like probably 3.
Yeah, sometime.
We do all have one pope.
What's your person do?
That's a great question.
Yours is Marengo, right? Or
Yep, it's musty in the
I
right.
think I named my horse because
Yours is Nike.
no, yours is.
Daw.
No, yours is. Wasn't it? What was the?
It's-
stands.
His Jackson's Mordai's
That was
Rosie.
Rosie, right? Yeah, you're right.
Because he put his life on the line.
Yeah,
to borrow the horse.
he put his fucking services.
How much of struggling is Sylvan's horse? And I'm kind of behind it. Watching.
His, like, when it's walking, it walks with a little limp and its tongue hangs out.
But it keeps up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It keeps up, yeah.
So it's just like sick,
lazy,
right?
What?
Just sick?
No, it's just old.
Yeah, it's just
It's just a little special.
and like you guys notice that this horse has a lot more flies on it and around it than
Okay.
the other horses do. So it stinks.
Yeah.
But
I think I'm gonna name my horse Donar. That'd be a good horse's
Say that
name.
again.
Donar.
Donut.
Yes.
What does
I'm gonna take care
Donar
of it.
stand for?
Just a name. I don't know. I just thought of a name in my sleep, and I thought that was a good name.
Very good.
Yeah.
and as you guys sit at the edge of Skull Forest, you hear some birds like coming from the forest, and you do hear a few like coming from inside.
Can I make a survival check?
Yeah.
I know what that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
I don't think I ever named it.
17.
Yeah, from what you can gather, it sounds like a bear, but it doesn't seem to be with your roll. It doesn't seem to be close to you. You just kind of hear it off in the distance.
Okay. Those tracks that we were following, that lead into the forest, is like lead around it.
Yep. So you're gonna have to. I know the map doesn't have like trees specifically kind of guarding where I circled the snake
Yeah.
is or was last seen, but you are gonna have to cut through a little bit of the
thicket,
yeah,
of the forest.
I'm not really sure. Who is anybody good at, tracking things?
It's for reasons. Did you guys realize that we're all charisma-based spellcasters?
Well, yeah, I actually did. I didn't know.
Every single one of us all uses.
That's hilarious. Sometimes when I make items, I make like them boost your intelligence. I'm like, nobody's a fucking wizard here.
Oh yeah. Well, I wish we had his sheet so we could.
Oh, see.
Who wants to take the lead? I can.
I believe I can take the lead. There's something in front of us.
I maybe try to help too, but
You seem one who likes to bring it up the rear a little more. You know what I mean? So.
oh, that was a really good joke, Sigmond. All right, I'll
Thank
lead.
you.
I'll lead.
And I'm gonna try. I'm gonna just take Donar and I'm gonna drive ahead or ride ahead and try to hit the path.
Okay.
And I didn't see shit.
So you, with the crit fail, you see the path, and they're not necessarily the path, but you see the tracks, and you kind of lift your head up for a second, and Donar starts like kind of looking around, and he actually turns to the right a little bit, and so when you look back down, the path or the track is gone.
Well, I think it's maybe this way. Do you guys see the path anymore? I saw something up in the
Look at
tree.
check.
Survival or animal handling for tracking?
Could be survival.
I rolled a 10.
Or investigation.
Okay.
So when Sigmond looks for the tracks, what's your horse's name?
Musty.
Musty. He's on Musty, and Musty's kind of riding around, and you find tracks that you think you've seen before, but you're unsure if it's the right.
I believe it's this way.
Alright, well, I trust you. I don't know where else to go.
I'm gonna look for animal tracks and I got a dirty 20 with survival.
Okay, so yeah, with that, with your high roll, you end up finding kind of like what you believe were the tracks that you guys were tracking before, and you also find a track that is similar to a deer's but much larger than a regular deer, I would say.
And I would say since you also are going more for like the survival, you're not necessarily tracking the actual track, but you're kind of like picking up on signs of like movement throughout the forest, but not necessarily an actual track on the ground.
Okay.
Like when he sees those tracks, like is he like pointing that out to us? Like do we see that then?
So Tim,
These tracks, there's a snake which appears to be in this direction, but there's also these very large deer tracks.
Man, we might want to not go that way, right?
I believe we're hunting the snake. I remember a poster said fear the deer. Maybe that's the deer we must fear.
That would make sense. Are they heading in the same direction?
You can't tell. You just see a hoof-like thing, and it's kind of stopped in the dirt.
Well, anyways, we better be on the way.
Yeah, try to.
Let's continue following the snake.
Yeah, do that. No,
Who's watching our rear? If so, it is not.
be back.
Bradley Michael, thank you.
And everyone with that make perception checks as you kind of travel through the woods.
17.
There we go.
16.
19.
19 as well.
Okay, so anyone above a 15, which is everyone, as you guys are kind of traversing through the woods, it's not like a jungle where it's super thick, where you need a machete or anything to clear it, but it's super dense, like foresty wise, and there's like a ton of leaves on the ground. Grass is overgrown, but it's not like a jungle where you need to like smack the weeds or anything out of the way. But with everyone's rolls, you notice that ever since you entered the forest, there seems to be a pack of owls tracking you.
I'm gonna whisper.
well, I think those are the leaf people. Leaf folk.
That makes
I think
sense.
Sandor said. I think I have that in my notes here that Sandor.
Should be cautious of not disturbing the wildlife for now.
We should try to converse with them.
Did anyone get above 20? No? Okay.
Yeah, we probably could. Maybe they're not bad.
These forest people are druids?
I believe that's what they call them.
We might not want
I'm not
to
totally sure.
tell them our true intentions here. See what Sandor told us, whether it's good or bad. They protect creatures.
I believe that we should interact with them now then.
You probably want to tell them now, right?
Yes, if we find this snake and they see us what we're doing, we might have 2 battles to fight.
What are we gonna do? Should we?
How about you sing a song? In bird form. So tweet there, we'll tweet there. You've been writing a lot, haven't you, Dylan?
Well, I don't want to sing those right now. Here, I'll come up with something. Let's just keep an eye on them.
And as I keep going, you see one of the owls fly away.
There's still another one.
There's 4 total, so 3 now.
Hoot! 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 Hoot!
I'm gonna wait. Wait at it.
You see all 3 owls. They're kind of spread out around like the different branches that you guys are encumbered by. All 3 of the owls' eyes dart on Sylvan, and they don't move.
I'm not sure if you can understand me.
How far away are they?
They're probably like 30 feet up.
We've heard. I don't know. I remember a tale of these mystical owls in this forest, and I would love. My dream is to meet one. Hear their stories. Is that one?
And I want to like give a little wave towards it again.
And again, all 3 owls are just kind of beelining their focus on you, and you don't get any reaction out of them.
Well, it must not be a owl or leaf folk guy.
No, I kind of whisper. I remember that Sandor told us to kill any owls on sight.
Yeah,
Sure how
I do remember that.
to stay true to this.
Wait.
I would say we continue onward and do this first. And then, if the owl folk decide to track us again, then we can intervene at that point.
Okay, I wanna like turn around and start like gobbling a little bit.
Okay.
And immediately I wanna grab a javelin.
Okay.
We go, ah! Okay, that one of the owls.
Okay, yeah. Roll. I'm gonna say roll at disadvantage.
Hey, are they surprised though? Do I
Or
get
if you want, it wouldn't be. Roll deception first,
Oh, like I'm riding away.
because you're acting as if you.
Ted?
Okay, so now roll your attack at disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Good rolls.
Yes.
Well, it's our favorite battle.
A 19.
Okay.
So that definitely hits the owl.
skewers
You
an
notice-
owl.
You notice the owls that were following you. When you start galloping and try to deceive them, they see it coming, but your pinpoint accuracy hits it, and then
I only have one.
When I
Yeah.
want to see him do that, could I let out a firebolt at like another owl?
so yours would be reactionary. So if this is gonna happen, he would have, because his was planned. You had no idea what's gonna
Right.
happen. So at that point, you throw it. So roll damage with your javelin.
Oh, Sandor, God. I gotta update these. I didn't update my modifiers here. 10 points of damage. 10,
Okay.
yeah, 10.
So then, as you hit this owl, it's flying towards the ground, and mid-flight, you pierce it through the middle of its body. And as you do that, you see the javelin go all the way through, and then this body form, and the person lands on the ground, and you see it's one of these leaf folk.
I want to immediately like run over to him, and try to. Does he look like alive and conscious, or does he look like?
You notice that like he took some damage, but there's like no visible. You can see like as he lands, you can.
Okay, then I'll go grapple him then. I'll go try grapple.
And then kind of as that, the two others pop down. The two other owls pop down into kind of like their humanoid form, and.
Oh, that's my hello. It's
Well, you said you were gonna go trying to grab.
Yeah,
him.
I just want to grapple him. Yep.
I mean,
I think
at this point there's hostility, so I think we're gonna have to roll.
I was gonna say, I'm not off my horse and pulling the sabers out.
Especially with him charging
I might-
fire bolts.
I'm going first boys.
23. That's not terrible.
I'm not going first.
Yeah, just grab a few. Like humanoid.
Contract by Sandor.
Yeah.
It was
I
like.
agree.
This joke's I love it.
So here's the problem.
shit,
We investigate. We get an aquarium where things just make it easy watching. I was like, I mean, based on their last campaign, I was like ready to throw javelin at Igor. So.
It was.
Sorry, Igor, it was a joke. You're watching this. Their names are Igor and Caldera.
You're going to count that. 2 birds.
Or that's gonna come in here. We're gonna be already fucking nuts.
I know. I'm trying to think. We could just do. We could just be like blasting.
It sounds like a real.
Could we just roll Eldritch Platform?
Yeah, I make it as them, but.
No, but I think
Yeah, we're taking those aside.
And then, do you want to pull up?
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't.
Hey, we did our combat tonight, just not necessarily.
No. Instant combat.
So yeah, as they pop down and kind of assume their human form, you see what looks to be 3 humans. God damn it! Fuck their fucking arms broke. And this is gonna be the guy we're by Sigmond. They got like what seems to be a mixture of like leather and
Go to columns.
leaf armor. Yeah, clear that and then it should.
And just bring that on.
Or
Yeah, try 25. I think it's 25.
25 is like perfect. Tell me.
You might have to go less.
Try like 15.
Yeah. 25, 25. There you go. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's right. My computer's just
This guy will
And
be.
then we. I don't know.
You would probably
Do that
Yeah.
this way. Darris too.
And then I would say Mordai is
Oh,
kind of
that's
just
there.
like back. You see him as you're traveling.
Where was I at?
Mordai
Like right
is
here?
just kind
You are gonna be closer to him.
Because yeah, I was
because
gonna say I
you
could use my movement,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then I would have actually said, Sylvan, you would have been farther back. Just switch you places because you were about to firebolt this one. So even if you want to be here or here, I'll let you because you would have been have to be able to see him.
Look back, like right there's good.
Here's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let's go. Boom.
And do I have to do a fireball for my next move, or? I gotta
No, you were. I mean, it's a cantrip. You were about to. It's whatever.
Okay. No worries.
And when the 3 druids, or when the 2 of them kind of land, you hear them shout, and then this, and it's in a language you guys do not know.
Does it sound like they're calling for like backup or like shouting at us?
You have
No
no
idea.
clue because you have absolutely no clue what this language is. You've never heard it before. Okay, so we have rolled initiative.
Yep.
What does everybody got?
I got a
23.
So yeah, 25 to 20. I'll get some combat music up.
And then 20 to 15.
I'm at 17.
17. Darris.
I got
15 to 10.
I got 11 too. What's your dex?
13.
You got me. Bradley Michael.
Oops. That was terrible.
Bradley Michael.
And then Sigmond.
Yep.
Yeah. I got a 10. I don't know if you want to use yours or.
Oh, I kind of just rolled the dice.
I got you.
I wasn't rolling it for that. And that brings up. Okay.
All right. If you want to run this, Mitch, honestly, that's that, and then I'll keep track of their health.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
So,
I can do that.
if you want to run the combat, go ahead.
Okay, well that brings us back to, so we'll start at the top. Sylvan,
Okay.
what did you want to do?
Alrighty, I'm going to. Alright, I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on Sigmond. And that will be. I'm going to give you Bear's Endurance. So you can get 8 temporary hit points, and you're gonna have advantage on Constitution checks. All right. And then along with that,
Sigmund, I bid you good luck in this fight.
and I'm gonna take 5 steps back,
Kick their ass.
and I'm gonna inspire you. So I'm gonna give you some inspiration.
Is that E6 still?
Yep, D6. And that takes my turn.
Alrighty, after Sylvan, that brings up Darris. What would you like to do?
I am going to. And I'm gonna try and just do a basic. I'm just gonna do a normal attack on the one. So is he technically grappled right now? Is he or not?
No.
No, because he never.
I just ran up to him because I couldn't get it.
Ah, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do a normal attack.
That's
what
what
it
let's
is.
go! Very nice, very nice.
So roll that damage.
Sweet. So that's a 5. So
I can't fucking read those clear eyes. I'm
Yeah.
so blind.
so 5, so double that'd be 10, and then plus 6, so 16.
So yeah, you guys see Darris kind of charge up to the one next to Sigmund, draws his sword, and it cuts right into the druid's shoulder, and you see it create a pretty big gash in his shoulder, and the druid cries out into pain.
Okay, and then I'll use my bonus action to go after him for just one more time.
All right.
Not 20 again.
Jesus.
He's hot.
He is hot right now.
You're double like a curse! The double nat 20 broke the curse.
Okay, so now I gotta. So that was fucking 2.
So that's your offhand too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you don't get your bonus.
Yeah.
So just 4 damage.
Yeah, so 4 damage. Yep.
So lining up again, you see Darris make a really good second strike, but you can just tell it doesn't do quite as much as that first. Doing a total of, what was it there, 20 damage total?
20 damage total, yeah. And you
Yeah,
see
nice.
after that first slash, once you go with that backhand of the second, you see that just enough to get that blood start dripping down the chest. Alrighty, after Darris, we got Bradley. What would you like to do?
You said I'm able to like cast a spell at him, still, or from that angle.
Yes, I would say you have a lot of options here because you should be able to see these other two if you wanted to go for anybody else. If anything, now that they're kind of obscuring him, you might have to step here or here to get a line of sight without cover.
Yeah, I'll move a little bit that way. Alright, I will shoot a firebolt at him.
Yeah, so if you want to, you'd have to go
Okay, yeah.
here or here to
Sweet.
not have cover. So if you go here, you might have like more cover.
You move me up then. Just
Go here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a 15.
15 hits.
So it's 2 damage.
2 damage. Alright, you were hitting that same one.
The same one everyone else is?
All right.
I want to use all my spells with the snake. Cantrips, you know.
And you guys can tell that you're letting this druid kind of overwhelm all the of you have it right now. As he's kind of, he took a firebolt, took 2 slashes, took a javelin straight to the chest.
You tell Bradley's holding back a little. Right.
Is that for Bradley?
Yeah,
All right, up next is Sigmond.
Yep. Sigmund.
After I see some of my buddies kind of tee off on this guy, I get the thirst for death of this druid, so I will take my longsword and take a swipe at his head.
Okay.
Are you specifically trying to aim for the head?
What?
Are you actually aiming for the
No,
head?
I'm just like,
Okay.
you know, what's that?
So what was your first roll?
I was cocked.
It was cocked. I saw it.
12.
That just barely hits.
Woo!
They're noobs. So they all turn into.
I will do 13 points of damage.
Nice. So yeah, you guys see Sigmund kind of draw his sword up when he gets to this druid that he impaled with the javelin first. Takes a slash and seems to do another good amount of damage.
Still breathing.
He's still up.
Okay. As
Notice the druid's
We get more die at all or no?
we'll say, I was going to explain. On your travels, you hear Mordai kind of mumbling underneath his breath, and at one point, he rides up to Darris, and he asks Darris, "Can you please hold on to my reins and guide me? I got something in my head I gotta deal with." And then you see him just kind of go catatonic, but like almost like rigid, like he's not gonna move or fall off the horse. And once you get him here, you let it go because the battle happens, and you look back at him, and he's just kind of like on the horse, just staring off into space. So no, you do not get
Perfect.
Okay. With that, let's see here. Let me check one thing. Let's do this one. You see that druid in the back here first. He's going to stay right there. He's going to pull out a bit of hemlock, a little bit of an herb, or a little bit of a sprig of some sort of fern of sorts, and as he does, he raises it up in the air, and then he crumples it in his hand, and he slams it down, and you hear a you see a cloud form right over top of you. He is going to call lightning. And he is going to choose a point where he can see for 120 feet. He's got to put it right there. And with that, each creature within 5 feet of that will make a dex save.
17.
Oh
my god.
Nat 20 again.
Check to see if they're weighted.
That's actually insane.
That's fucking wild.
I failed. Dex save?
Yep, dex save.
7.
Okay, that does fail. So with that, you will both take half damage, and you will take, let me do my math again,
Full damage.
13 points of lightning damage.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I take 4 because I have temporary HP.
Should have gave me a freaking dex save advantage.
I should have.
And you see, with that,
I don't think it saves me. I don't think it saves.
Oh,
So you
dex.
can get your temporary HP.
Yeah.
with that, you see that cloud still hanging there right above you three as that druid, again, in some language you don't hear, he points at both of his friends and Then, with that, this one over here is going to rush up. And he's going to cast a spell on Bradley. He has a staff in his hand, and as he does so, he's just going to put it to the ground, and he's going to start turning it in his hands, and you hear and feel the ground rumble underneath your feet. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
13.
13.
I was a nice one.
I was gonna say I thought it was 14.
What would this? Oh, actually, what'd you get?
13.
That fails, I believe.
Because it won't be their proficiency plus whatever their.
What's his DC 2? It's supposed to be DC 12 plus 4 to his spell attack, so I should say it's.
Yeah.
I'll just half that.
Yeah.
That's 14. Okay. Well, no, spell save DC is 14. So, you are now restrained. Oh, yes, you are restrained and your speed is now 0.
Okay.
Then, last but not least, that druid that's getting a bit teed off on. Is going to cast. Should get that.
Really cool. Showed up about 8
Come on, Mordai, walk through that door.
5 seconds, my guy.
You see him being a little bit frenzied, and his eyes go wide, and he speaks into his hand, and you see him summon this creature that looks like a silverback gorilla, incorporeal, so he's kind of see-through, kind of not. And you, Darris specifically, are looking over Sigmund's shoulder, and you see this beast like kind of open its mouth as if he's gonna like take a bite into Sigmund, and when he's like growling, but there's no sound that emits. Then that beast is going to attack you with a stomp or with a beat with advantage because he's got pack tactics at the moment. That will be a 15 to hit. Nope. Oh shit. But it's attacked twice.
Sigmond OP.
Alright, that's better. That will be 18? Yep. Okay. With that.
Oh, I can. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll add my inspiration to my AC.
Okay.
So I'll make it a 24.
Okay, that does not hit. And that will bring it to the end of the druid's turn. Now it will be back up to Sylvan, I believe.
So. And what is Bradley restrained by right now?
So
Is it
you
like
see the
vines?
earth, like
Okay.
actually, like almost as if it's like kind of building itself up, like a mount, like if ants were to mount, right? But then it's just the earth kind of binds around his ankles, and you see that he's kind of trying to kick out of it, and he can't quite kick out of it yet.
I should have went my game first. just going to look at this one. Okay. Son of a bitch. And I'm gonna cast vicious mockery. I'm gonna cast vicious mockery on that one. So make a wisdom save.
That is
18.
Get that pass. So nothing.
Alrighty.
And that. Nope, that's it. That's me, my turn.
Alrighty.
I am gonna move. Sorry.
Alright, it's 1 hour, isn't it? Not 2 hours. No, it is
I
hours.
think it's 2 hours.
I think it's
You kind of look at it when it's on the board, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Darris, you're up.
Oh, that's frackin' see here. I'm gonna 4 and then okay. I'm gonna toss a javelin at that guy.
Alrighty. Go right ahead.
17.
Thought the nat 20 streak was going to
That's it.
continue.
4 straight. Okay. Oh, that's not great. 4
Points of damage.
4 points of damage. And then I'll use my bonus action to take a fucking back swipe at this guy again.
Go ahead. Now, question. With
Yeah.
your multi-attack, does that allow you any type of attack, or is that, since you did a long-range weapon,
Yeah, so you probably wouldn't be able to do that.
you probably wouldn't be
Yeah,
able to?
Because you,
So-
like, if you're dual wielding, you'd be able to do it, but I don't think
Yeah.
you'd throw a
So
javelin.
same
Yeah,
thing.
if I switch my
So,
weapon.
like, for
Yeah.
example, so I actually had this talk with Silver. If you had a bonus action, that allowed you that, but if that's your action, gives you the front hand and your off hand,
Yeah.
that is all one action.
Yep.
If you throw a javelin, that's the only thing you can do.
Yep.
You can't throw a javelin, and then you can maybe throw another javelin if you can use that as your bonus action. But since it's a full javelin, right, you use your essentially both hands or your whole body to throw it.
Yeah.
You can't then all of a sudden go here in
Yeah.
6 seconds, right?
So I guess if that's up to you guys. I mean, if I can throw another javelin, I will. But
Well, I mean, it would be under your class. Does it say there's a bonus action that allows you to then attack again?
it does, but it doesn't specify. Like it seemed like when I read it last, it didn't say whether or not like it was for specifically any attack that I made. It almost seemed like it was just for like my. I don't even know if it's called like a base attack or.
It's like your normal attack action, I'm assuming, is
Yeah.
your front hand and your off hand.
Yeah.
You get 2 attacks per action.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
That if you're going to use a javelin for your action,
Yeah.
that doesn't also mean you get your offhand on your offhand. Right?
Yeah. So that's what I mean. So I probably wouldn't be able to throw another javelin.
No,
Yeah.
because that would be another action to throw that.
So yeah,
Especially
no.
get another one out and throw it.
Yeah. No, that's it. So that's it. Because right now I don't have. Because I'll have extra attack at level 5, but right now I don't have that. So that's it.
Okay.
Is he holding concentration?
With
And you're throwing it at this one?
Yeah.
Let's see
Don't tell it.
this. He succeeds. See that javelin hit him like right in the back of the calf, and you see him pull it out, and he snarls at you and holds on to that.
Yep.
Earthbind. Okay, Darris is down. Darris is done. Bradley, you're up.
I'll do another firebolt at him to be a disadvantage, right? So restrained.
No. So you're technically restrained, but it's not the restrained feature.
Okay.
It's just that you cannot move.
Okay, so I'll do a firebolt at that guy. The one we do.
Go ahead.
19.
Nice.
So this is the one with the lightning.
That's the
This
lightning
is the
one.
one
That's
with
the
the vine. Yep.
So 19 hits, I assume.
19 hits.
2 damage again.
Damn it.
Either one that does.
And is that it for Bradley?
That'll be it.
Okay. The Bradley is the next. And then he actually took 4 points of damage. He doesn't have it.
All right. Perfect.
All right, Sigmond.
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the guy right in front of me.
That one?
Yep, this guy right here,
Okay.
and then I'll just take his attack with my sword.
You guys see Sigmond Hunter's Mark this guy, and then he winds up with his hack with his blade,
15.
15 hits.
and it connects. And does he have it in him to finish him off?
I think I might. Nice. 13 more points of damage.
All right, yeah. So as you bring down your sword, how do you want to do it?
Oh, his head's just getting cut off.
So as Sigmund has called out before, he was aiming for the head. He brings back his sword one more time after Hunter's marking him, and he slashes his head right off. And as you do that, you hear the two druids in the background.
I want to turn towards the one I can see over here and just like look at him and go, "Ah!"
With his sword bloodied, he draws it to the heavens.
And you see that sort of incorporated Assyria about to pounce again once on top of Sigmund. And when he does so, Darris, you kind of look over your shoulder, and that form just kind of slowly dissipates into the ground.
I was nervous that I missed. That beast was gonna take it swipe at me.
Beef, he was gonna eat your head off.
I know. And then with my, I'll move towards them too with my rest of my movement.
Okay. So that is rough terrain.
Oh, then I'll just go ahead.
That is an actual push.
Sorry, I can't tell. I didn't know if it was tree bush. My bad.
Yep. Okay. Alrighty.
So just, yeah, I'll
That
go.
will bring us to the druids. You see this one over here that's been a bit hounded by. Okay.
Oh, I got a question. Do they all look the same?
Kind of. So
Yeah.
like
one doesn't look like a leader, does it?
No.
No, like they just look like they're like tribe members.
I mean, they're different variances. So
Yeah.
like this one specifically, they're all humans.
Okay.
Or humanoid creatures. You can't. I mean, once you got closer to that one, you notice that he was an actual human.
Okay.
But you notice these other two. Like this one's a little bit more taller and lengthier, and that one's like a little bit more like not quite dwarfish, but like kind of in that sort of stature. But he is
A little more
human.
stumpy.
He's a little more stumpy. Yes.
A little more Jackson Healy like.
And you see this one over on the far side, the one that you're not facing, or I guess you would see the one.
Okay.
Bradley, you see him kind of look over towards his friend, and he goes, "Ooh, liha, liha," and then he starts conjuring up. He kicks a little bit of water in the air, and then he starts forming his hand like this, and he is going to cast Tidal Wave. Here, and he's going to push it this way. Oh wait, sorry. No, he's going to cast it here. And it's going to hit both you, Darris, and Sigmond, and I need you both to make a dex saving throw.
14 as well.
Meets it, beats it.
Woo!
But that is 22 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced to 11. And then you see this person start running. There. And then you see as this person reacts, kind of gives a couple clicks again, and as he moves back a little bit, you see that cloud shift right over top of Sigmund. And I now need you to again make I believe it was.
I think it's Dex.
There was a dex save.
Yeah.
Another dex save.
Doesn't matter. Failed. Got a 1.
Freaking kill him.
Getting there.
22 points of lightning damage on 3d10. And you see them both again as he kind of runs away. You see like the fear in his eyes, like, oh, what did we get into? And you see him sort of one last ditch effort, kind of bring his hand back down, and you get rocked and almost like frozen in place from the lightning that you just took, and you see him start to dart off as well. And then this person specifically, once he gets behind that tree, he is now within half cover. This person is still pretty plain to see. And that is their turn, which will bring back up to Sylvan.
That's hilarious. Is he still restrained? He's still restrained.
He is still restrained. They have not taken. Actually, I need to. Yes, next one he saves.
The bush.
It's a bush.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on him again. I'm gonna hit again and make a wisdom save.
Yes.
So he's just he's gonna take one psychic damage and I'll have disadvantage on the next attack roll he makes. So that's fine. One psychic damage.
Nice.
Is that it?
The big head! Yeah.
You see Sylvan kind of strum his thing, talk shit to the druid, and the druid.
Kinda
A little bee
gets
sting.
It's a little minor headache.
Yeah.
Little,
Is that psychic damage?
little cramp in the eye.
4.
Already.
Other 4.
That is Sylvan's.
Darris.
You are up.
Does that go up once you go above
Yeah.
5?
If I get top 5, it's a 2d4.
Okay, that's fine. I was like, that's all the ass.
I don't know what's so bad.
But it's
The disadvantage
this
is
a
good.
bush, not a
That
tree,
is a
right?
bush, yeah.
Okay.
So like you can't see through it, and if to go through it, it would be half your movement.
Okay.
So like for example, if you get here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
I'm going to throw a javelin at him.
And this guy?
Yep.
Okay.
Shitty turn.
How do you roll good tonight?
19.
I can see
19
below like 14.
Okay, so that's going to be 6.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Nice. And as you throw that, he is turning and running away, kind of speaking in this tongue that you don't understand, making a lot of clicks at each other, and then you see that javelin pierce right through the ribs, and he sort of like slowly starts to pull it out as he's running away. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, and then I'm going to take one step back.
Okay. Darris. Bradley.
Bradley.
Do a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Which one are you shooting at?
The skeleton.
Yeah. Should be 120.
Appearance is 5. 10, 7,
19.
19 hits.
10.
2 again.
Oh my god!
I use different dice this time.
Alrighty, and as you all see, have I ever had you explain kind of like what your magic sort of looks like?
Yeah, I'd say like what you guys have seen so far is all been coming from my orb that I have, and every time I cast a spell, depending on what spell I cast, like it'll light up different colors. I guess like a fire-based spell, there's like red and some fire in there, and I'm kind of like concentrated on it, and then it explodes from the orb.
Nice, and you see this beam of almost kind of like a sparkler, a little bit of energy, kind of shoot out with a little bit of a trail behind it, hits this creature in the backside, and leaves a little bit of a burn mark. Okay, that is Bradley's turn. Sigmond, that's your move. Ooh, and you feel as you cast that and hit it, once you start, you feel like almost like quicksand or sand kind of falling from your feet, and then the ground kind of reshapes back to what it was before. So you are now unrestrained. You may now move. Okay, Sigmund.
How injured do they look?
They seem pretty fine so
Fine,
far.
okay, that's what I thought. I'm just gonna lay hands on myself,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna go back over to this guy, and then I'll like investigate his body.
So what is lay on hands?
I guess it's an
Is that
action.
an
Never mind.
So you
Never mind.
so you walk up to him and you're kind of standing over his body. At the moment, you're not able to quite concentrate too much on the condition of him. Sigmund, is that your
I'm
turn?
gonna give myself 19 out of
19.
20 hit points.
Okay. It is now the druid's turn. You see this one actually start to fan up this way. He's still moving this way. Okay. He is another about 15 feet this way in a diagonal direction. And as this person gets here, he's going straight back. One more time, he is going to bring that cloud from here straight over top of Darris this time, and he is going to call down one last time. I need you to make a dex save for me.
That's super good. Yeah, that's not gonna pass. 7.
There we go. Wow, I literally had 8 on the first 3 rolls, and that really helped us. So 16 points of lightning damage, and you see that cloud on that last lightning strike as he moves out of the distance. You see that cloud dissipate and clear skies peek through again. This one here. Let's see. See what he can do. You see this one. Wow, they're right in his face. Okay, he is going to take his staff one more time, and he's going to break off the top of it, and then he's going to throw it in the air, and as it's throwing towards you, Sylvan, you see it slowly start picking up these ice crystals, and right when it hits you, I need you... Wait, no, that is ranged. My bad. 22 to hit.
Yep.
It's gonna be 1d10. 4 points of ice damage, and then I need you both to make a dex save after that. Sorry, you both make a dex save after that.
Damn, that regular that's just
21.
crazy.
It's chain lightning.
Chain lightning. Just fucking obliterates the whole water.
Okay.
I'll wait for fireball to down the whole forest. Druids don't use fireballs.
Oh, actually, you take no damage.
2 damage.
So the first you take right away, obviously you took that 3. And then you will take 8 points of cold damage. Once it hits Sylvan, right in the top of the shoulder, you see that sort of like, since he is shorter than you, you see as it hits, it kind of explodes behind him, and it kind of catches you right in the face. And you feel all this like cold damage, and you kind of shake it off after that. That is going to be the druid's turn. Bring you back up to Sylvan. He is at about 60 feet from you, Sylvan, and he is actually about 65 feet from Darris.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna. Where are the other horses right here?
The horses are, yes. I'm assuming you. Well, actually. Technically, no one really said they got off their horse.
Oh, so.
But I'm going to assume you would have had to. We'll retcon this because I fucked up and didn't get back because we don't have.
I guess I just thought.
Sylvan, I would say that if you want to be on your horse, I'll let you be on your horse.
Okay.
If you don't, that means the horses are just kind of randomly on the board.
Okay. I'm gonna run back this way.
And actually, I would say the only person on a horse is going to be Mordai, because you all are kind of taking your own movement speed. So I'm assuming that means you got off your horse as this battle happened, and that means your horses are kind of scattered.
And then I'm gonna try to do like a whistle to the horses. Do they respond at all?
Make a. This is going to be your action.
Yeah.
Make an animal handling check.
A 7.
A 7. I would say only yours responds.
Okay.
And it responds by kind of meeting at the edge of the forest there and kind of like poking its head through, like looking where that whistle came from and what it's about. Other than that, the rest of them don't seem to pay attention. They're not like running off. They're just kind of like at the edges, like kind of just in the forest randomly, just keeping away from the danger.
Okay.
Instinctively.
And then I'm just gonna keep walking this way. I'm gonna make my way over that way on my horse there.
Okay. That is Sylvan's turn. Darris, you're up.
I'm dashing. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna whistle for my horse.
Okay. I make a
Crit fail.
crit fail. Okay.
Nice.
So you start.
Yeah.
You're trying to whistle, but from all of the movement, it just sounds more like wheezing. From the running around in the battle that took place, you're sort of trying to whistle and you just can't quite get to it. That brings us to Bradley. Bradley, would you like to do anything?
Yeah, I'll kind of do the same. Get back here and I'll whistle with my horse as well.
Okay. If you want me to. We'll whistle it back.
17?
17. Okay. Would you like to get on your horse when it comes to you?
Yeah, if I can.
Okay. I will say this. How much movement do you have?
When I get where I got it, I used to go. Alright.
10 more feet left. Okay. As you whistle your horse, it starts running towards you, and you're able to. Since it's going in this direction towards where the druids are. If you want to, I'm going to have you make a dexterity check for me, really low.
Crit fail.
I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it.
Well, actually, you'd probably be with an advantage because of your animal handling check. That was really good. Honestly, that's beautiful.
7.
7. Okay. Well, it was like a 10.
DC was a 1 or 2.
Okay. As your horse is coming towards you, you try to do that sort of quick movement of like just grabbing onto the reins and pulling yourself up and then just riding with the horse. In fact, though, since you didn't quite roll high enough to grab on or pull yourself up, you have by the reins, but you're kind of like skidding on the side of the horse and it's kind of running you. So I will allow you that 10 feet of movement, but that's all the farther the horse is going to let you get without kind of dragging it down to the ground. Okay. Bradley, is that it for you? Sigmond, you are.
I'm gonna inspect this druid.
Okay, go ahead. What would you like to?
I'm gonna like search his body.
Okay.
See what he's got on him.
We can investigation check then.
6.
You see a components pouch. You see like the symbol on his chest. It's like a medallion.
Okay, I'll take that. Is that you said it is a medallion?
It's like a medallion. It's like it's this like rough It's like this rough wooden with a little bit of like silver.
Okay, yeah, I'll take
bronze,
that.
some sort of metal on the outside.
I'll take that.
Okay.
And then also, I want to take his head that I cut off and stuff that in my bag too.
Okay.
Do that.
Go ahead.
And then, yeah,
And then-
I'll make my way towards wherever my horse may be.
One thing too, you do notice Sigmond is that on his right shoulder, they kind of have like a tribal tattoo, and it looks like that.
Can I take a picture of that?
Mm-hmm.
It's in the picture. Yeah, it's in
I'm just
the chat. And you see that the medallion that he's wearing though is just like the symbol of like an oak leaf.
okay.
All right, Sigmund, that's your turn.
Yep,
Brings us
yep,
to
yep.
the druids. You see, actually, you don't see. Bradley, I need you to make. Actually, no, you don't. 21 to hit. Okay. You will be taking 5 points of full damage. I need to make a dex save.
I got fucking robbed again.
It actually knocked down. 19.
We're 19.
I got a swift kick in the nuts, and I need to be pretty close.
Yeah. You see once again, or I guess you feel, not really paying attention, once you kind of like right yourself, that horse is kind of dragging you, and you feel like a sharp cold pain in your hip. And you see that sort of crystal of ice kind of gathering again.
He came back on the map.
Did he? I don't know if he came back. I think he just moved him.
You don't know, because you're not paying attention to it. Let's see here. They don't really have much for range, which sucks ass. Maybe that's it.
I forgot to move myself.
Currently just sitting there like this.
Yeah.
Mordecai's struggling right
Okay.
now.
And then through the tree. Yes, wait. Weren't you?
I was moving towards my horse. I said that. I forgot to move
Okay.
it. Sorry.
All good. So you did that, and then you went to your horse.
Yeah. Or yeah, I just walked towards that direction because I still have that
You
movement.
see in this spot here, through all the brush and the trees in the forest, there's one sort of spot, and you see this sort of beam of intense white light come straight down to that point. I need both Sylvan and Darris to make, I believe, a con save for me.
14. 17.
Just succeeds and just it's gonna matter. You take 5 points of radiant damage, both of you. Or no, 2 points of radiant damage because you saved.
You know?
No.
These fuckers running.
And then that is their turn.
That's me.
And it's
Alright. How about we clean up what we started?
And I'm gonna get on my. How much movement the horse is at?
I believe it's
60 feet. Yeah. I'll go around that probably. Is this rough terrain?
Yep. So you are now within.
If it changes this number,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, whatever this number changed.
That's from that.
Yeah. And
Probably all the charisma ones like that then too. For all the charisma ones.
I'm gonna cast. I don't know what to cast.
That's fucking hilarious. You guys are all charisma based. I'm looking at a list right here. It's literally all of them. Besides the fucking.
Then when they Max and I were talking, we were like, Max, what did your spell cast? Charisma. What's heal is charisma? What's Rob's?
We can
Charisma.
talk away out of any situation. Except, it seems like this one, except this one and the last
But when we're
one.
looking for tracks, we're all got like plus zeros and minus ones. It's impossible.
Roll this is a bunch of
I'm going to.
Come on. I'm gonna cast hold person on him.
Whole person? Okay. Anybody have to do it here?
So make a wisdom saving throw.
Shit. There goes wisdom.
12.
Fails.
Oh, fuck.
You know,
So
Okay.
he is currently.
the boys get hurt.
Paralyzed.
Yep. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw on success the spell ends.
What does paralyzed do again?
Paralyzed, incapacitated, can't speak or move, automatically fails strength and dex saves. Attackers have advantage. Attacks within 5 feet are auto crit.
Alright, is that it for you, Silver? That brings us to Darris.
So you see this druid.
Well,
I picture it like on roller
Roller
skating.
skate.
It's like a little cage.
I'm gonna, I guess, try to whistle for my horse again.
Nice, Silver.
Okay, go ahead.
He pissed me off. He came back.
So I was like,
I got a 15.
15. Okay, now I need to make again an easy deck save.
The
Or
next
dex check.
Come on, go
So I'm
off.
assuming you're gonna want to hop on it
Yeah.
Come on, kid.
on the run.
Come on.
12.
Hey.
12, perfect. As you do that, so I'm gonna allow you to add an extra 10 feet of movement to your horse. So you have 70 feet. That horse comes to you as you whistle. It sort of like got spooked and was about to run away, and then it kind of like looks back at you and we're back in towards the direction of the first whistle, or the wheeze, I should say. And then as you whistle again, and it starts bolting towards you, and as it kind of gets close to you, it rears like kind of to the right of you, so that way you can kind of just rope yourself up. You give one nice pull, get yourself on the horse, and you just start running. So 70 feet of movement, and you're on your horse.
I am going to, I guess, just go this way. And I'm just gonna stay right there, I guess.
Okay.
You're not getting any help from me, Sylvan.
I'll fight myself.
You might have to.
So yeah,
Okay.
That's
you
it.
see Darris kind of get on his horse, start riding away. Bradley.
Yeah, and as you see this druid kind of as he sort of somewhat cusses in a direction, or seems like he's cussing at Darris as he's running away, and notices that his friend is. Okay, that brings us to Bradley.
Bradley. This time you kind of see like Bradley kind of.
He caps those? No, he didn't.
I'm gonna sort of there is good.
He ice knifed Bradley.
So, first few times you kind of see Bradley kind of hold back a little, and this time you kind of get some more sturdy look. And I want to kind of look directly at that one. And
This one?
you know, from where I am, I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb. Should be
Nice.
nice.
Which one is it here? It is that first one.
Then roll 2.
This
right?
guy.
Roll that 2.
We'll roll first.
A 10.
A 10 to hit.
Yeah.
Does not hit. Just barely misses. But I do need you to roll.
A net 1.
A nat 1. Just do it. Okay.
Here we go.
Hold me 1 second.
Yeah, really bad or?
Really good. The whole blade's gone.
Wouldn't he have advantage on his chromatic orb? Because it's all attack rolls, isn't it?
Oh, it's against the restraint.
Was versus paralyzed guy crap? It wouldn't be against the crap, but I think
Its attackers have advantage.
so he would
So
get
you would have
advantage.
advantage.
Roll, yeah.
So roll again, yes.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Nice. That'll
Okay.
hit. That'll hit.
But you still rolled a nat 1 for your
Wow.
Actually, I'm just gonna have you roll 2d4 for me first.
One person in also, and then another guy was like, really new, and he's had a new job. So the guy's financial advisor told him that he's not working on it. It's giving it until he's had like 2 months or 2
Two
paychecks
total?
or whatever.
Okay. So you all see Bradley sort of his orb kind of like, is this like multicolor? It's not even one color at this point. As he kind of throws his hands forwards, you see that magic sort of come out and then kind of disappear. But then as he's talking through his spell, you hear him start speaking their language. And he goes, and he kind of points at him. And then you see this one kind of paralyzed, take some damage. You recognize that was an insult.
When he got vicious mockery.
It's actually going to do 4 points of damage.
Did you roll your damage?
That was
Do I?
Chromatic
that was on this
Oh,
guy.
let this one.
Yeah.
So do I still get to do the chromatic orb
Yeah,
damage?
yeah.
No, because it changes the spell. It changes what magical effect that had happened. And you just got reset back to 1 to roll for your wild magic.
Wait, his crit fail was getting on his horse though, wasn't it?
No, the crit fail was
The
a
wild.
1 for what wild magic surge happened.
Oh.
So like
okay.
if he
That
rolled
makes
a
sense.
1, he literally had to, the only roll he could have had on that second one was literally for his wild magic what it did.
Okay.
He could have rolled a 2, 3, anything other than a 1 for that to happen. So, because he
Bradley's got
cast
some ones
1,
going
so he
on
did
over there.
damage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It just
Bradley?
wasn't exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, hold on.
He's not hot.
Yeah, what's Mordai doing in all this shit?
Fucking
You will see here in a second.
He's been blowing up his Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna dash. Oh,
Trying to
I'll be
back
like,
forth and
Doors!
more on the ass.
Doors, get musty.
You are still on your horse, yes.
You go right there. And that's my turn.
Okay. Roll me initiative.
Okay.
Oh, he's last. Jesus Christ, we got the grim fails going.
I rolled a 20, I rolled a 1.
Oh, you missed it. When we first started combat, I rolled 3 net 20s in a row.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Sigmond, that is your turn, is now the druid's turn. This one is still paralyzed, so it cannot do anything. So he's going to roll his wisdom save, and nope, he failed, so he's still paralyzed.
Guess what? I unlocked those silvery barbs.
Guess who's getting wine
I
swine
know.
on this room?
Every time I think of that spell now, it's that fucking
He
TikTok
is
is
going
like,
to
is like,
move
no more,
this
no witnesses
beam.
to divine snipe.
Nope, can't do it.
Hey, it's rough terrain. You can't move spells in.
Yeah.
He's actually going to put it here. He's moving his moonbeam, so that means Sylvan, you're the only one that has to make a save because you are now entering it once again.
Sylvan.
Sylvan.
So a 9.
No.
Yeah.
9 points of
ride my
radiant
horse
damage.
around.
And that is the druid's turn. This one is also going to start moving away.
Yeah, he better start running like a pussy.
Alright. 3 times.
He's going to stay at a distance from you. And that is going to be that turn. Mordai.
Okay.
Come on, Mordai! Hold on here. Hold up.
Yeah, put me out.
So, you, at this point, when you started entering the forest, as you kind of got through like the thick of the forest, like right when you started hitting that threshold, you kept getting voices in the back of your head. You know what they're going to make you do. Do it when it comes. And then you sort of kind of slip into this like catatonic state where you're kind of focusing on those words. Do it. Do what must be done. You know what you need to do. Do it. And that whole time, you kind of like were fighting through it, and you told Darris to kind of pull you along. And you were still upright, nothing wrong. You got to this point, and then you hear at this last moment, you kind of hear the noises around you, but you can't move, you're fixated on just that voice and what it means, and you feel this burning in the side of your chest, and you hear, "What are you waiting for? Do it!" And you come to.
Okay, so I came to my original mind, right?
Yeah, but you're now back to you.
Okay, back to me. Okay. Okay, can I have a point? This guy, does he look bad, doesn't he?
That's right.
That's probably
That is.
Okay, so he's down. These guys are all,
This guy's dead.
You don't even have a head.
These guys are all bad.
This guy's bad. This guy's bad.
Okay, I'm gonna try to choose.
And you
some.
are.
That was me. That was Josh.
Oh, okay. So those. Oh, there's a guy way over there, and there's this guy.
Yeah, the guy's running like a pussy over there. He can't. He's hard to see.
You are 100 feet away from that.
Okay, so 100 feet. I think it's 120. No,
Forward.
lower.
What's
Eldritch Blast.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so I'm just gonna.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with my horse. I
So
go with this.
you would probably have to get in line of sight here, I would say. So this is a large tree. It's pretty tall. But if you shoot anywhere here, it's going to be half cover. But if you kind of move anywhere in this direction, you'll be able to
This
see it
side?
fine. Yep. Yep. And you are now 70 feet within.
Okay, so 70 feet. My Eldritch Blast does reach him.
Yep. And it will be at advantage. So roll 2 and take the highest.
Okay.
Come on, Mordai, go off here, kid.
Yeah!
Nice. So now roll the damage. So roll the dice or whatever it is for Eldritch Blast.
Okay, I just added. I didn't have my Eldritch invocations or whatever. So I
You add your charisma mod to your
Yes.
attacks.
in my charisma mod, I used my level up to get 2 extra points in my charisma, so I'm +5 for
Holy
my charisma.
fuck.
So,
Nice.
so now
That's good, yeah.
so I pretty much need to roll
That's what I was
D10,
hoping with
D10
earlier.
plus 5.
Because you didn't have
So
any of his
your
invocations.
D10.
Yep.
Roll 1D. So it's me.
That one works too, but
Okay, so this one, and then roll it.
So just roll it once
Okay, double it.
and then double that score.
there we go.
Okay,
12.
so 12, and
12
then
plus
5.
plus 5.
Yeah, so
So that'd be-
17.
That's 17 damage.
So which one here?
To that skeletal one.
This one here?
Yep.
How much did you do for it?
17. Okay, and you all kind of actually don't see Darris. You'd be the only one. You just see a bit of a flash quick of Mordai, like just in your peripheral vision. You kind of see him ride up, and again, you see his Eldritch Blast kind of shoot out. It's this like sort of embery smoke where at the tip it's kind of like a smoldering fire piece of wood, and you see it kind of shoot out as it kind of slams into the chest of this paralyzed figure, this tall druidic person. You sort of see like him kind of like racked with pain, and you see like that left a big burst on his chest, and you see he's looking down there. Is that your turn, Mordai?
Yeah, that's all I got.
No bonus actions that you
So then turn drownings.
I don't think I have bonus
Yeah.
actions. No.
Then that will bring us back to Silver.
Oh, actually, can I change that?
Yeah, what would you do?
Can I put a hex on? My bonus action on that guy. I should have had a time, but I'll put it on that guy.
Is the range 120 on that as well?
Actually, no.
Double check.
I think it might be 60.
I think you might be right, actually.
If it's 60, you can move up, then that's fine. You can do that.
That's 90.
So,
Oh, you're
It
fine.
might be his range.
Yeah, you're fine. You're 70 feet within. Perfect. Oh wait, I don't know why I did that. He's hexed. He's also paralyzed.
Another condition.
There's no paralyzed.
Change your name to Mordai.
Oh, what was it?
Jackson.
Jackson, the man.
Oh, there is.
That's my second.
Dude,
song.
why is this like not? Oh, it is. It is.
like
It's just
weird
this
though.
way,
Yeah.
not this way. Okay.
Should I put my hex on the floor?
Okay, Sylvan, it is your turn.
And I'm just gonna turn around, I'm gonna nod at Sigmond, confident he's gonna take care of that one. And I'm gonna. What's your movement? Sorry, horse.
60. Okay, he is still 35 feet away.
And I am going to. cast vicious mockery.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to mimic exactly what Bradley said. I'm Can I try to mimic that?
Yeah. So you kind of give a couple clicks. Ooh, real.
And then you see the string of notes go towards it.
What save?
Wisdom.
Doesn't matter. He fails.
Yeah. Cool. Alright, so he takes, oh my god, 1 point of damage, 1 point of psych damage. But then I think he has
Which one are you targeting next?
the far one over there.
Okay.
Does he on concentration right now? On that damn moonbeam?
Say that.
Is that one over there having a moonbeam?
Yes. He
Okay.
does.
So he took 1 point of damage.
19 on the save.
Oh my
That's
God.
4, so 28.
I'm gonna get rid of that shit, it's gonna kill me. Alright, and
And yeah, you see him looking decent yet.
yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, Sylvan. That brings Darris.
Alright, so I'm going to whip my horse around this way. And do I see what was it, Musty?
Yep, busty.
Okay. Musty.
Wait, Darris, which were you facing kind of behind you guys?
No, he was facing this way because he was in front of Mordai.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go. So do I see his horse? Like in.
Through the brush over in that direction, yes.
Okay. So.
Like head poking out, like every once in a while, yeah.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is okay. So like if I'm gonna say that I'm gonna grab the reins of the horse and then like carry it. I'm still on my horse and then like lead the horse to me and then I'm gonna lead this horse back over here.
Okay.
So then I've got
Make an animal handling check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, and fine. Yeah. It is now going to be half movement though because you are leading these horses. So now you have 45 feet of movement with 2 horses.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Bradley, it is your turn.
Okay, I can actually go one more. Okay, and then that's it.
I'm going to. So my horse has 60 movement.
70. Yeah, sorry, 60. Oh yeah, sorry, 30 feet of movement because horses are 60, not 70. He got.
You gave me 70 because
70 because
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay. Then.
I'm really good at animal handling.
How far would you say he is?
I'm about to bag up some
Oh,
Oh well. Pick up some dragon.
60 feet, I believe. 60, 65 feet.
Cool calling it 60.
Sure.
I'm going to
cool. I call it 60.
cast Shatter.
Shatter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put a point, and then it erupts 10-foot radius sphere, and then you have to do a save,
Okay.
which is a Constitution save.
Fail.
Okay, so 3d8s. So that'll be 15 points of damage.
15 points damage, and he is looking pretty rough. And I need you to roll that d20 a little bit for me as well.
3.
3? Okay.
That's such a cool thing I want to do right now.
Alright, that brings us to Sigmond.
Oh, you... Move up for this or this guy paralyzed.
Is that Logan?
And he has his longsword. You see from it, he goes, "You shall be burned by the sun god himself, Horse Ray." And you see immediately his sword burns into flames.
Come out,
Make an
Sigmund!
attack.
It's really good right now.
Well, I think it'll hit 13.
Yes, that's.
That was bad rolls. I'm gonna be divine smiting him.
Correct, divine smite. Here we go.
I don't get my dice ready. Yep.
God damn it, that's hilarious. Yeah, you just missed it.
25 points of damage.
How would you like to do this?
And then as soon as like the sword hits him, I want like the flame to kind of just engulf his body and him just like be incinerated. Not like dissolved, but like kind of like torture him like he's burning. If that makes sense.
Sort of like, yeah, burning alive.
Yes,
Make it nice and
yes.
slow.
So as you kind of see like this sort of like leafy like or in like kind of wooden sort of armor on his shoulders, that sort of symbol there. As you sort of slash down through his chest, you see as it hits. It's not even a big cut, but once you hit, all of a sudden his whole body just erupts in flames from the shoulders down through the legs, and you just see the flames just start slowly creeping through his arms, and he sort of falls to his knees and he's just screaming in pain. And yeah, you see him kind of fall over, and then his face slowly burns. Okay. Sigmond.
Oh shit.
What's up?
Okay.
I was parked on the street. I'll move your car after we're done. Oh shit, I parked your spot. That's fine.
You two
I'll-
see.
I gotta be better than
He turns, and you hear him kind of over his shoulder kind of say something to you for the first time in common. You may have killed them. We have many more in our ranks. And you see him turn into an owl and start flying through the forest, and he's kind of duck and weaving through, and you see him disappearing.
Can I try to track him right now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
I would say that brings us out of initiative. If you would like to stay on his tail, yes, you can.
Yeah, I want to be in hot pursuit.
Okay.
I want to chase him.
You say I would have seen kind of him.
You would have seen him run away. I don't know if you would have seen him because there's like kind of over like there you see that big brush, and like it's kind of like these big, heavy bushes. You see him kind of like disappear into one as he kind of said something to Sylvan. You kind of make out that he says we have more rings at the very end, and then you see him duck into the brush, and then you don't see anything after that.
And I would say that if I see like Sylvan start to pursue, I'll just follow Sylvan.
Okay, perfect. Now, how would you like to track a creature in flight?
I mean, for what it's worth, I'm gonna yell to them, Sylvan, Bradley, don't come back here.
Well, his action is first.
And I just want to, so right in the direction he went, because he wasn't going up, right?
He was
just skirting through.
I just want
wanna
to lose him at like about 30 feet.
I want to just go in that direction, take about 30 feet. I want to gallop around, like through wherever he went. Do I see him?
Make a perception check or investigation.
A 10.
You don't see any human footprints, you don't see any tracks, you don't see any other flying creatures on limbs, anything like that.
I wouldn't get a chance to see if I'm following him.
If you follow him, I will say, because you went 30 feet, you are 35 feet away from him, so you can move within 10 feet of him, I will say. So we'll say you're both over
So
here now.
we're charging.
And I will. So in the first instance, what would you like look for? Because you didn't really see him turn into anything. You didn't really see what he saw. You kind of just followed Sylvan.
I would say,
what are you
like,
trying to do here?
if I saw him run away, or like saw him pursue something, I think it'd be like, I would assume that it could transform to an owl again, because that's how we saw it the first time. So I guess look for an owl of sorts.
Okay, so then make it a perception check.
When I'm getting off my horses, still holding on to both of them. And I'm gonna loot the guy, that dead guy on the ground.
19. This one?
Yeah.
19. So you don't see any owls per se, but I will say what you see is like a feather.
I just like this jump.
Then like 20 feet from him, in front of him, like falling from a tree and it like rests.
And then, would I be able to like get up next to Sylvan?
You are 10 feet, that was your movement, and I would say, because that was about 7 or 60 feet, I would say I'll give you that extra if you want to dash.
Actually, I won't do that.
If you want to dash, you can.
I can go back
and
to
then
where I
get
was
to him.
actually. Could I cast the cantrip here?
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a message.
Message?
to
Okay.
Sylvan,
Okay.
And I want to say where I saw the feather. And then I want to kind of like direct him best I can to where it would be.
Where you saw it. Perfect. Okay, so then we're bringing that to you. Make an investigation check.
Crit fail.
Crit fail. You see a headless body,
Perfect. Alright.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Now we'll let Sylvan and Mordai have a turn here.
Can I make a loot on
So
my
do I do
I
that?
would say actually no, sorry, let's Sigmond and Mordai get a chance because you technically were the last and you didn't quite get your initiative. So I'll let you go first before Sigmund goes.
Yeah, I know you're good.
If there's anything you would like to do.
I'm gonna go up to the guy sitting to him, load him, and give him the loot as like, just like.
So you're going up to this one?
Yeah. That's a lot
So
for him.
you get there, and there are no belongings. The staff that he was holding burnt to crisps. Wasn't magical. All of his armor is burnt off. His flesh is burnt off. Like everything is burnt besides 4 gold pieces.
I'm not freaking go, what the hell? I mean, heaven. What did you do to this guy?
What does mean it was my god. You shall not defy horse rain.
I'd like to talk to you sometime about your religion.
You would like to become a pupil as well, my friend.
No. I won't want to do that. But I would like to become more in tune with who I am.
Alright, I must go get my horse, Musty. We can talk later.
Musty!
And I'll make my way towards Darris, and where Musty is.
Okay, so you make your way back. Sylvan.
So I heard this, and do I see the feather now?
So yes, you can actually respond to him if you would like.
All right. I'm gonna try something.
And
then-
I wanna.
Yes, you.
So I see the
now
feather.
See the feather.
And do I see nothing else? Just a feather.
Based on your perception check before, no, because he had to point it out to
Yeah.
you. You don't just all of a sudden get his
Yeah,
investigation check, so you just
I-
literally see the feather and that's it.
So a little past the feather, I'm going to cast sleep.
Sleep. Read me that spell.
So it says the spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. So of a creature that the spell can affect, creatures within 20 feet of the point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points. Starting with creature. So basically, if he's within this 20 feet,
Right.
I'm casting it so like a little past the feather. So the feather would be about 15 feet from like this point. So it'd be 15 and then 20 feet this way and all around.
Okay.
And that's what I'm targeting with my spell range, hoping to sleep him.
Okay. So as you start to cast this spell, right, you're kind of reaching out and it's almost like it's like a gauge of sorts, right? You're kind of like reaching out to try to take someone's consciousness to like sleep them down. And as you're kind of reaching, there really isn't anything to grasp onto. And you see a squirrel fall from the trees and go down, and you just see it sort of twitching on the ground.
Is this Alvin and the Chipmunks, or is this druid?
It's Alvin.
Yes.
So it just adopts 3 chipmunks to help
Yeah.
him sing.
I guess I'll just ride another 30 feet
Another 30 feet.
and then just like see if I see anything.
Okay, make a perception check. I'll give you that.
So many Chipmunks, he plays with 3 druids.
Hey,
11. Again, like you followed the path of where that feather fell, right? And then you just kind of hope that if you just keep pushing through, that you might see something. And once you kind of get to a point again, about that 30 feet past where you cast that sleep spell, you kind of go, can't really see anything.
I'll just turn around and I'll go
But
back.
so as you're kind of deep within the woods chasing this owl, make a perception check.
13.
You feel like something is watching you, but you don't know what it is. You feel like eyes are on you.
Would I get another chance to try to spot this?
Yes, you do.
And are you out here with them?
Yeah.
Getting more.
Okay, you also make a perception check.
And are you still trying to follow Sylvan as well?
Yeah, how close are you to Sylvan?
He was 10 feet, then Sylvan kind of darted off
This is gonna be
again.
a dollar plate.
But you guys are kind of congruent. You're
Yeah.
taking
Okay, yeah. We'll still have you make this perception check.
But I'm just glad I made the playoffs.
7.
Man.
7.
I'm just here
Yeah,
for-
you don't really notice
Yeah,
anything.
honestly, all we gotta do is make the playoffs most leagues and get a shot.
I think we might as well just go back. I feel like somebody's watching me, but I'm not sure where. I have a feeling we just created an enemy. We better get moving.
And I want to dart back to over here. And I'll kind of zoom back by these guys.
Yeah. So, as combat kind of wraps up, you are now joined back with Mordai and Darris and Sigmond, and you guys are a little battle tested, a little weary, a little injured, but for the most part, you handled it pretty well, especially with the druids being in their home field. You guys seem to manage them just fine.
Hope you fuckers do great.
What would you? I'll let you guys kind of do anything if you would like, or.
We might want to avoid the forest from now on.
I agree, but do we need this corpse for anything in particular? Is
No,
that any use?
I was thinking we just dispose of it. I was hoping we could kill them all and get rid of them, but obviously that one got away from me. I couldn't find it.
Darris, are you trying to make love with the course?
No, I was actually gonna have my dragon devour.
Oh, smart.
Oh, that is a good idea, yeah. Go right ahead.
Hey, you won't leave much behind.
Yes, he must eat.
Alright, I'm gonna get Dorias up. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna have him eat the corpse.
So yeah, you see the red dragon kind of crawl out of the bag of holding with its head popping out and kind of crawls out. And then walks over to the corpse and starts. It doesn't matter if it's human or not.
And and you kind of notice too, like it is the size of like a hawk.
A hawk.
So it's gonna take
not
a
that
bit.
big. It's not that big. It's just the smallest one I can get.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, is there anything else anybody would like to do?
I want to say it's probably around 5 because you guys probably traveled for like an hour and a half, 2 hours before this encounter started. And then you guys remember that it was going to take you close to a day and a half to get there without horses, so probably like 15 hours on a horse. So you guys are probably like 2 hours into the trip.
Should we continue? I believe we should not stay in this spot.
I did feel like somebody was watching me when I was chasing after the owl, and so it's probably a good idea if we get out of here.
Maybe if we move a little hastily for the first couple hours, and then we can slow it down a little bit.
Do we want to let Dorias eat for a little while?
I mean, how long do you think it would take him to eat?
Probably the whole thing, probably like an hour.
Yeah.
We could also put these in your bag.
Yeah, I mean, I can. I'm gonna go over and cut them up, and I'll put like the main limbs in my bag of holding.
Yeah, if you just like chopped off the legs, the arms.
Yeah.
You might want to borrow his knee cleaver to do that.
I'm just gonna fucking just start dicing this fucker.
I'm feeling a little spicy. I might make you have to sharpen your blades tonight if you do it.
Okay.
Here's a key.
Use your teeth.
Well, I say we get on with it. I think it's probably smart here. I'll take my sword.
Should we ditch these bodies and hide them a little bit?
Well, there's only one body ditch now.
I'm not sure if it's gonna help any. One got away. I don't think it'll matter.
All right, then let's get moving.
While he's out feeding his thing, and I want to like practice some tricks with my horse. I want to really develop a bond with him. So,
With
I don't know-
Rosie?
Yeah, I don't know if I will ever get any help from this, but just maybe like practicing right now, like. Just
Okay,
you
yeah.
know,
Do a animal handling check.
I have really good handling, so it's so good. And one, and I have obviously it doesn't matter, but I have plus 2.
So yeah, you guys see Mordai. You guys see Mordai kind of like prance off with Rosie, and you see him tug on the reins, and Rosie bucks, and it sends Mordai flying off, and he actually lands right into a big pile of bear shit.
Oh,
It takes 1d4 bludgeoning damage. 1 point of damage.
was I unhit before?
Yeah, you were on hit.
If you're asking you're being pussy, then yes.
Mordai, you kind of stink now.
And where's is the poop at?
It's
Like,
on his face.
I'm
It's
gonna
got entangled in his horns. It's just a poop.
I'll go over to him and I'll cast Prestidigitation or whatever, and I'll clean it
clean
up.
it up.
But I also want to cast that on Donar too.
Okay.
I want to make him clean because I don't want bugs all over him.
Okay, yeah. So you noticed, you didn't really notice before, but he was supposed to be like a grayish horse, just an old white horse that turned mostly to gray.
Yeah.
But like on the tips of his fur, it was kind of like turning brown and green, a little bit in splotches.
Oh,
but,
so he wasn't brown. So he's gray.
oh fuck, I don't know
No, you're good.
what color you had him.
He was brown and white, wasn't
I thought he was brown white, but
You see,
because it says brown horse, white on nose and around hooves, a white mane.
you
That's
see,
right.
you see in the white spots, those are his clean spots. And as you cast Prestidigitation on him, you see those brown. Once you clean him, yes, there's gray underlying hair.
So he's gray.
He's gray and white.
So then I have to go take a shit. You mind cleaning my ass after?
No, you're gonna have to deal with that one, Sigmond.
So I'm assuming you guys kind of continue on your.
Yeah.
Your
I want to lead the group pretty hastily. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
Faster, like not dashing speed, but like pretty fast speed to get the heck out of here.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a nice gallop.
So now, when you do that, though, are you just kind of picking a direction?
Oh, sorry. I guess I'll look for the snake tracks
Okay.
that we were following. Sorry.
Alright, so survival.
God damn it! I keep rolling 7s on those. 7.
Okay. As you sort of gesture to your party to follow you, and you kind of catch yourself, and you go looking for the tracks, and you're lost. You don't quite see anything.
I don't. Sorry, I can't find the tracks. You guys see anything?
I'll look for some.
Well, you guys all have shitty.
Well, there we go.
What would it be? Can I have a survival?
I got
Survival.
20.
Survival or investigation? Investigation, looking for the tracks.
doesn't
Survival
matter.
to keep track.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. 10.
Counts though.
Everybody can at this point, yes.
I look second time.
Look, he's
I got 20. That
At 20.
Let me really
Okay.
check.
So Sylvan, I would say as you're kind of prestidigitating, you hear Sigmond sort of kind of bolstering the team, trying to get them going, and you kind of get a little bit of a heart attack there. You go, that's my job. I'm supposed to get the troops rallied. And as you kind of look in his direction, he's looking west, completely west, and you should be looking northwest, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, Sigmond, where are you
Sorry,
going?
he's looking west, and you should be looking north. And so you kind of like look over in the northern direction, and you see the path that you were going the first time. You see that sort of snake path.
It looks like we're not feeling Sigmond anymore. He's taking us west. We're supposed to be going north. So
Oh,
follow me.
Sorry
follow me.
about that.
and I'm gonna dart north.
Okay, so then you get on your horse, cool style, whip the loot through your back, And then you just start.
I'll play some tunes as we go.
Nice.
Are you gonna be singing it or playing it?
I'm gonna be just playing.
Okay, I like that. I could use more to use that.
Maybe play that quietly.
Yeah, it's just a nice soft town.
That's a place.
But yeah, as you guys travel through the thick and rugged forest, you guys make it to a point where you now kind of notice the ground change from a dirt path, or kind of like a grassy dirt path, and it's starting to change almost into like a gravel. You can tell that you're approaching a mountain base area. And again, it's hard to see like the skies because there's so much trees that the leaves are obscuring your vision from like seeing the sky or anything. But you can tell from the layout you're getting close to a mountain.
And while I'm following, I want to just look around. I want to keep an eye out for any sort of owl.
Okay, make a perception check.
15.
You notice birds, but the one thing that I left out when describing these owls is that they were bleach white, like beautiful owls. Like it's not like you're just seeing like some birds here and there, like black crows and here and there. But like these owls kind of stood apart, like they were really nice looking birds, and you don't see any of those.
Okay.
Well, let's push on.
I'll keep going.
Okay, so
Sigmund right behind you on your ass, making sure he's pushing the party.
who's in the rear of the group? Who's
I'm probably
I
middle
think
back.
it's Bradley.
I think Bradley.
Bradley took
I'm
the.
in the front kind of with him.
okay?
Bradley took that duty.
He cleaned me up and I was just like,
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's right.
current order is going to be Sylvan, then Sigmund, then Mordai, Darris,
Yep.
Bradley.
A little weak. So
You make a perception check.
Would you let us short rest on our horses or not?
You cannot short rest.
Yeah, I was hoping.
Because you are actively doing so.
Again, you kind of get the sense too
It is.
that something seems to be
I
watching
didn't know he
you.
was old. I wouldn't have bought him. I thought he was just a little hurt. Put him down.
I'll relay to
You've already
you,
made
but
yourself better.
I feel there's eyes on us. And I want to look around for any of these like similar owls that I saw before.
Okay. Carrying over your roll, you don't see any owls, but you just feel a presence in this woods. Like it seems to be like watching you.
I will use my action and cast Divine Sense.
Okay.
So anything 60 feet that is celestial, fiend, or undead.
Okay.
When he says that.
Let's see. Let us see, Sigmund.
Depends if they're celestial, fiend, or undead.
Sigmund.
It's like a noxious odor, it says. You see Sigmund? I can smell the undead. They are stinky.
Yeah, you don't notice anything with that
Shit.
smell.
I think I smell a bear shit.
But when Bradley relays that, I'd have you three make a perception because I already had six of them
I
one.
had 13 and 19.
I had a 15.
Okay, so yeah, you guys after relaying that, you look around and you kind of develop that sense, just kind of scanning through the tree line, but you guys don't see anything.
And as we continue to move,
Mm-hmm.
I'll like periodically check if I see like any creatures that are like fixated on us.
Okay. We'll say we travel a little bit more, and then I'll have you roll one more. We'll say it's definitely approaching night, but I'll have you check just before kind of night falls.
That one.
Yeah, you
Mint.
you think the thing's gone?
Is that your
Whatever it was.
a good one. But they were safe, boys.
Yeah, well, we gotta be getting close, I think, or hopefully.
Are you pretty confident about that, Bradley?
I need
to rest. I feel like
So-
I'm just gonna give myself. I'm gonna use my healing hands from my asthma
Okay.
trait, so I'm just giving myself 4 more HP.
Okay. And you guys know that when Sylvan says that, oh, we gotta be getting close. So it was 2 hours to 5 p.m. and then we'll say it's like 10 p.m. right now. So you guys have been traveling for a total of 7 hours, and you know it's gonna take roughly 15-ish hours to get there. So you're about halfway there.
Do we look? I know you said we're in the forest. Like, do we look close, like, to getting out of the forest, or does it seem like we're still in the thick of things?
I'd say carrying over your guys' perception check. You're getting close. Like it's definitely not as dense as like if you're in the middle of the forest, but like there's still like trees periodically.
It's probably best if we push on a little more. Try to get out of this forest. I don't know if it's safe.
We need to rest outside of the forest.
What's the forest like? What I'm kind of picturing is we're going down like this gravel path with like the woods on each side. Is that what it's like?
There's no gravel.
There's no gravel path, but like it's like gravel grounding because you're kind of close to the mountainside. You can tell you're getting
Are
close
there
to the
trees on each
mountainside.
side?
There are, but like it's not a single path. It's just random trees everywhere. You guys are kind of weaving and
Oh, okay.
like maneuvering to whatever the forest layout is at
Okay,
the time.
makes sense.
So like, it's like a heavily wooded area. There's no like dirt path. There's no road per se. It's
Gotcha.
just
It's just kind of
You're
we're kind of
really
working in between
trekking
trees.
through, just trying to find the easiest way through the brush and the trees.
Let the break off.
And
I'm gonna cast. Sorry, I'm gonna use this spell way too much. Prestidigitation again. I'm gonna cast just a really bad fart smell right in front of Bradley's face.
Bradley. So yeah, with your we're gonna pair that with your crit fail, and when someone does that and puts a really bad fart smell right in front of your face, like you think something's dead nearby.
Dead squirrel around here. I'm just laugh.
Do I smell it?
He said he put it right in front
It's
of
just
his
it's just like an odd odor.
Bradley, I swear it is not me. This shit's got cleaned off of me.
That shit's gonna clean off.
I'm okay.
It could have been my horse. I don't know. It's a little gassy.
It's a little gassy.
Alright. Yeah, we'll keep going, see if we can get
Okay.
out of that.
Yeah, I say we travel like 2 more
About 2
hours.
hours, yeah.
So, night falls and you guys are kind of trekking on, but before night really truly struck, you guys did get kind of out of the heavily obscured area. So now the moonlight is kind of shining through the forest, and you guys do make it to a point where you're kind of more at the mountain base than inside the forest. So like, there's really not too many trees anymore.
And we still see the path, I'm assuming, like kind of the slither path. Or we assume we're just
Yeah,
along the right
yeah,
path now.
yeah. You know from referencing your map, once you get to the base of the mountain, you just kind of wrap that around, and you'll run into it. You think?
How far are we in our journey now?
9 hours.
Is it a mountain we like work our way up like that, or is it more like kind of like different levels? Or is it
You don't know, but judging.
all I see is like a big.
Yeah, right now you just see a really raggedy, towering mountain.
We're 16 away, you said?
Like 15.
Six
I don't
hours
know.
left.
Yeah, we probably should rest. It's just I'm not sure if we're gonna
And then I
make
need
it
to
through the
rest.
night.
Are we able to take a short rest?
What time
Yeah,
is
we
it?
could probably.
It is midnight right now.
If we just short rest, though, we might be quite tired tomorrow.
I do
say we
believe
take
that, but-
full rest and we can.
If we rest tonight, we let the snake rest as well.
Yes, I know. It's just 5 hours. The snake he might be rested already.
You alright?
It's a tortoise versus the hare.
Alright then, we can long rest.
I'm not sure.
I'm not aware of staying this long near the forest as well, but
I think maybe keep a person or two up at night, and hopefully we can be all right.
I hate when this happens.
But no, you guys are good. Back here.
I
Can I
said
just quick,
Sigmond.
if we don't,
I
if we
came up with
short
something
rest
and I
it,
had
we
like-
could,
Oh.
I mean, I'm not terribly against short resting, it's just, I need to rest.
The more energy we get, the better.
Maybe
For horses
maybe
as
short
well.
rest.
alright
You
then.
think a short rest is all right?
I think a long rest is best. Is there a
Either one
is there a
I'm
medium
fine
rest
with.
we can?
Maybe we take a short rest and see if we can finish our travels, and then maybe sleep when we get there.
How far left do we have?
If we are going to
About
rest,
6
I don't
hours.
think that we should be resting right outside the cave of the thing we were about to fight.
Well, I'm assuming it's gonna be deeper in there, but
I don't know. We can take a boat if
let's
we
just.
want.
I say
I believe we short rest.
I'm kind of thinking short rest now.
I know we are hurt and need the long rest, but
So here's the other thing. Snakes are reptiles, and most reptiles are naturally nocturnal creatures. The odds of this thing being awake at night are statistically higher than they are at being in the day. If it's going to be resting, then it's probably going to be doing it during the day.
That is correct, and if we
that's actually a good point.
travel now, he may be right when he's resting. Because if he was injured, I believe he probably came straight back here. It probably took him a similar amount of time.
If we rested now, and then made it there during the day, we would find him possibly sleeping.
Yes, but I'm saying if we find him before he sleeps, we need to get on that job. Does that make sense?
It's, yes.
I can help.
I understand, yes, he
I
could
can
be
help
sleeping.
us regenerate some health during sleep too. Let's short rest, and we can think about it as we go and see how it goes.
Yeah,
Sound good, Darris?
I'm fine with the short rest because my body is very immaculate and I'm not very damaged.
Yeah, but you
So,
fucking are, you asshole.
I feel good to go. Rosie, are you good? She's good.
We'll do a short rest then.
I'll let you come to the
I'll
front
tie
next
up.
time.
I'm gonna tie up Donor against one of the trees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were kind of at the edge before, so definitely kind of make camp right at the very bottom.
Kind of like what you saw before you went in, just kind of tree line that's got some trees, but like not as thick as when you guys were fully immersed into the woods.
I think let's try to get some sleep. Don't just like so let's try to sleep for a little bit. Just get a little rest.
When you rest, you get your dice roll plus your con back, right?
Mm-hmm. And you also this is gonna help. I'm gonna use my ability Song of Rest, so you get an extra D6 HP after a short rest. So I might be able to save one here.
I don't need to roll really because it's going to be
Do you? So this is this. You wouldn't add your count to the D6, so it's just.
Well, how many? What are you at for health
I
wise?
hit for one.
Oh, so you just use my D6.
Yeah, that's
So you only had one damage. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just not going to roll because
Yeah, just know that you have one hit dice less,
Okay.
or you can choose this Song of Rest.
Yeah,
I'll
use
do
this
this
as
on-
rest, and then you're back to full.
I used 2 of my dice to get
Okay.
full.
How many you good again?
Your level.
Your level, yeah.
So you're level 4 right now, so you have 4 hit dice to use to try to get up.
Let's see if we can get there.
And you can only use these during short
And would
rest.
anybody like to do anything during the short rest at all?
No, I just want to be on watch for the most part.
What come my horse's
You're gonna
hair?
be different.
Me?
Yeah, I think I'll take a short rest. I'll watch for a little bit. I'll watch for like 15 minutes.
We're all like conscious and just.
Yeah,
Nice.
because I want to try to get a little sleep, but
So a short rest would be, it's just like an hour to 2 hours
yeah.
is all you need to get that short rest, get that health back. But if you want to take longer, you can. Just tell me what it is. It just can't be 8 hours, otherwise I'm going to make you take a long rest.
It's cool.
Do 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to.
And then just say, I'll take the first 30-minute watch. Just in case if anybody
Yeah, I'll
falls
take
asleep,
that.
I'm gonna just purposely stay up.
Yeah.
And then after that, I want to sleep.
I
Like,
want
I'm
to.
gonna try to get a little nap.
I'm gonna sleep the first half. Then I want to.
the second half.
Yeah, and then now while I'm watching, I don't want to be partially watching. I'm gonna be trying to write a song for Sylvan to perform.
Okay, and so I want you to make a perception check for me for the first 30 minutes.
Versus height man, now it's songwriter.
Some person like just right behind us.
You got a sign?
Yeah.
Circle my neck.
Before he takes over, the one thing that you notice, and the one thing that you all know, but just in this spot, kind of, you've been in the forest all day, you've had a fight, you didn't really get to see the sky much. You do know that in this realm, there's 3 moons. There is a phase of each moon, so like kind of like our normal moon, right? There's like the crescent moon, then it kind of, as days go on, they go to full, then it goes the opposite way, right? There's usually one moon so east to west. There's always going to be one when it reaches its full height in the full moon is always going to be straight above, right? Then one's going to be in the east, one's going to be setting in the west. When that happens, you know that each phase is kind of like a gradient of what our typical moon is, right? So you have the crescent, then you have the next one, then you have the 3/4, and then you have a full. So right now it's at crescent, quarter, 3/4, before a full moon. And it is in that order from east to to the west. And you kind of like are looking straight up in the sky, and you kind of notice that before.
Take over. Sylvan, what did you roll again for your
5.
perception? Yeah, as you are playing your lute, just kind of strumming along, you know, sitting on whatever, sitting on a log, you notice something appear kind of, or you sort of notice something illuminate in the forest. And that's all you see.
I'll put my loot away,
Okay.
and I'll walk. I'm gonna stealth.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna walk towards it.
Okay.
It's amazing how you can't plan. 12.
For stealth.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you stop playing music and you're slowly starting to like creep up to this light, you hear it kind of almost singing in a sense. You hear it.
Can I make a history check to see if I would have any background knowledge of
Yes, you can.
what this can be? Who else would roll? 20, not math.
Oh, I had it at 18.
Did you?
Yeah. So right when you kind of turn your music off and you hear this beautiful voice kind of coming from the forest, you heard tales of a savant of music that was kind of an urban legend around the different islands, but you've heard tales of it, and that's kind of where your mind goes.
All right. I'll start playing my song again.
Okay. And this thing that's illuminating is kind of walking, it's not staying in one spot. It's kind of like, it almost seems to be floating through the woods, into the woods.
And is it like I see it?
I'm gonna say you're probably about 150 feet away from it.
And you kind of, not a great perception check.
Yeah.
See it. So you don't understand the form of what it is, but you are able to follow it. Yes.
All right, I'll get closer, and I'll begin playing again.
Okay. You're not stealthing?
Nah.
Okay.
Because I just want to play.
Okay. Yeah, make another perception check once you get closer.
16.
Yeah. So when you do that, you get close enough to kind of put together something like that.
And that's what I see right now.
That's what you see right as we're speaking. And you realize that you are getting kind of deeper into the forest.
It's alright. I'm going to just kind of softly start to kind of sing. In a world of shadows where memories reside, a little sister once by my side. Her laughter echoed in the gentle breeze, but now her absence leaves me ill at ease. And I want to just kind of keep walking slowly. And I want to stop singing, but I just want to do that verse.
Okay. As you start singing, you kind of notice that whatever this is matches your pitch perfectly, and make a con check or a con save.
It's a good roll. 21.
Oh fuck! That's an I too. God damn it! So you notice when this, whatever this is, matches your tone of your voice and when you're singing, you notice your eyes start to roll back and you start closing them, and you almost feel like you're kind of drifting away and you're falling back. But then you kind of catch yourself, and you're alone in the woods, and it's pitch dark.
There's nothing that left. It's gone.
It's all gone. You notice nothing. You're sitting there with your lute in your hand, and you see a faint little like torchlight over in the distance of where you would think make camp. You kind of.
I'll go back.
Okay.
I'll go back.
And that's what happened on your watch, Sylvan.
Sounds good. Oh, I don't know how to explain it. Not battle, not soft, but it's kind of like I'll just throw this up. Something it's gonna be a little bit for Sigmond. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, Sigmund, are you resting at all?
Yes.
Napping?
No. Yeah, I guess if we're taking shifts napping, I'll probably do like a little nap.
So as
Like half hour, probably.
Sylvan's music sort of kind of gives you that sort of
Serenades
songful
me.
rest, yes. You start to think back on your battle, especially that smite that you gave. You're sort of kind of drifting off and you're kind of like relishing in that ability that you gave. And you kind of think back on what you said. You said, Oris Ray, since you brought this down on the Leaf Folk. And as you kind of close your eyes, you kind of jolt awake, and on not necessarily like a pyramid or like it's kind of like the Aztecian type pyramids where but it's like smaller. It's like, it's like almost just like a mound.
Like a pedestal almost.
Yes, kind of ish, but it's in the shape of a pyramid, and the top's cut off, and there's these steps and a large seat sitting there.
Okay.
And you see a figure that you definitely recognize as Oris Ray, kind of circling around, arm kind of caressing the seat, and he speaks to you and he says, Sigmund, you say that your abilities are mine, but I am not the one smiting. That is your hand. If I was the one, would you like my seat? And he gestures. Because if it was my powers, you would be sitting here. Yes, you are of my kin, but no. It is not my powers running through your veins. You are its own wielder. And then he sort of sits down and stares at you.
I apologize for the confusion, but you are the one that guides me.
Yes, I have given you life. I do not choose your path. I am of the sun.
Yes.
That is all.
I do choose my own path, and I understand that. But you are the light that guides me.
I believe we all guide you in our own ways, Sigmund. Just as you in your past have misguided you. It is only you that can correct it. That was not my path, but is one that you have found yourself in. Now, use my powers, don't use them, but don't mistake them as not your own. And then you kind of come back to it. And you kind of wake up as Mordai and Sylvan kind of rushing kind of back into the circle, a little bit out of breath, and he kind of wakes up Mordai, and you can do with whatever that you would like.
I'll just wake up and kind of.
You want to take more
For the
time?
rest of your round.
Yeah, and just. I don't say anything.
Yes.
No, I'll sleep.
Perfect. Okay.
All good?
I guess if there's anything that you would like to do.
No, I just want to write my song.
Okay.
I don't know what it's about yet.
Alrighty. And then that will bring us out of our short rest. What would everybody like to do as we kind of get it's about 2 o'clock now. took those 2 hours, I would say. Yep, 2 a.m. You would still pretty dark out. Moons haven't shifted. It is a little bit colder than it was before, especially now that you don't have the cover as much of the forest. Yeah, you have rested.
I guess what's like, obviously we're not on the verge of exhaustion, but like, do we have a feel for how long we could go before that would become an issue?
I would say, so you have 6 hours left. I would say 2 hours in, you might start
Exhausted.
getting pretty close. Or wait, no, sorry. You are... When you get there, you might start getting that.
Okay.
Because it's about, that'd take you till about 8 o'clock, and that's kind of when you started your last day.
So we would be able to take 2 more hours of rest if we needed it, or not?
No, because you already just took 2. If you start taking more than that, that's going to start getting into that long rest. Not quite there, that'd be like half of a long rest, but
That's still
you wouldn't be able to really get any benefit from it.
okay.
You would just essentially lose time at that point.
I say we continue and then maybe we stake. I say we should get going like we planned, and maybe once we get close, we will. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be tired by then again, so we can maybe.
I would say 4 hours into your journey.
Okay. We're planning to get tired again or exhausted.
Yeah, so you'll be 2 hours out when you probably start hitting that point.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, I believe we must get going.
I agree.
We don't have any time to lose. Must move hastily.
I'm on the horse.
Yeah, me too.
So yeah, you guys all kind of gather yourselves, pack up camp, burn out any, put out any fires that you guys had, and set out, kind of along the mountainside, following its base. Who's leading?
I can.
Sylvan.
I'll follow.
Yeah, I'll probably be.
I'll towards the front.
Okay. So yeah, as you guys travel through the night, again, not being into the forest, you guys do hear, just with your passive perception, just some like weird noises coming from the forest, but nothing that's of alarm or like that seems like it's presenting immediate danger. And as you guys continue on, you guys do kind of start to see, the sun starts setting over the horizon as we approach, like I want to say probably like close to 5:30. So you guys know you're only about 2.5 hours out-ish. And so, would anyone like to do anything?
We should probably just keep pushing on, right?
Yes, we must battle through.
Okay.
I'll do a quick perception check for the area.
Okay, yeah, roll perception.
We'll look. Yeah. General one.
God damn.
Jesus. That one.
Are you
It's
kidding
unbelievable.
me?
He's rolled 1s and 20s.
Get rid of that dice.
Yeah.
Just say heater up. Heater up.
But yeah, as you look out into kind of just panning the horizon, you see a bird kind of leave a tree and you start following it around, and then it kind of
What's the color of it?
it's black.
What color is it?
I'm gonna shoot. No, I'll shoot fast.
Make an attack roll.
Okay.
It's not gonna hit. It's me a 1. Or not 20 again.
17.
Yep, you hit it, and it just goes
Pulverizes this bird.
Especially in the middle of the night, you just see like this like small embering glow as you kind of release it, and you just hear a and then you just see the feathers start to fall to the ground.
What do you guys think of that?
Pretty impressive.
Good shooting.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Do it when there's real enemies next time.
But yeah, you guys start seeing this kind of this. That's not the word that I wanted there. Kind of this sunrise start coming up, and you guys now see clear marks of something that would have like slithered into like the rocks. It looks like there's you can clearly see like there's kind of like a valley where something like was wedged in and is like moving, And you guys know that you're getting very close now.
And how close?
Like 30 minutes.
Exhaustion would have hit about an hour and a half ago.
So we all have exhaustion, or we roll con save?
No, you all have exhaustion.
What are the effects of
Like you have
exhaustion?
level 1 exhaustion. So disadvantage on ability checks. So if you're looking for perception, like you're taking a perception check, etc., like something like that, you're at disadvantage.
Like, you usually have to take a long rest to get out of it.
And you are now half an hour.
Why can't we make con saves for that?
Because you went through, I believe. I mean, once you get exhaustion, it's not like.
No, I think you make a con save, and if you fail, that's when you get exhaustion. So I think you can stay up for like 24 hours. And then you roll a con save, and then it gets higher and higher every time if you keep staying up.
It says more than 8 hours of travel equals con save DC 10 plus 1 per hour or suffer 1 level exhaustion.
Because it's like getting drunk, right? It's like you can
Yeah, we can.
fight
Yeah,
it.
let's have everyone
Con
roll.
saves.
So how many?
Well, I mean, you traveled for 16 hours. 15 hours, sorry. In one day.
So it would be.
In one 24-hour span. So,
Can anybody? So what would
Oh, yeah,
the
you're
DC would be a 25.
yes.
So there's no way in fuck I'm getting out of that 29.
No,
What are we
no,
doing?
because
No,
it's you only count them after an 8-hour period. So like
Would our short rest reset that though? Or not?
No.
No?
I'm gonna say probably not.
Okay.
What's the
Because it's
number?
still within
But
24
4
hour
hours,
period.
okay.
So it's a 7.
But yeah, it's a 17.
Okay.
It's a 17. So that's doable.
Yep, I'm exhausted.
Yep, same.
It didn't matter. We all fucked.
No, I'll be good then. Don't worry.
God damn it.
Go strong.
Sorry, don't listen to anything you said.
Is it a Constitution saving
Yeah,
throw?
it's
I just assumed like
Yeah.
once if you were up for 24 hours,
Whoa.
you tend to just get.
No.
No.
It didn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter.
No, everything I just said in the last 5 minutes, take it out, delete
No,
it.
it doesn't matter. It
Waste
does
time.
matter because now the DM knows, so now I can use that at my advantage.
But yeah,
Down right now.
So we are level 1 now,
You're
right?
level 1, so ability check. So if you're making a survival check, anything like that, you will now have a disadvantage. But that excludes like if you're making an attack roll, you're fine. But if you need to use perception to attack, so like for example, say like if something is invisible and you're trying to like, or something is obscured and you're trying to look for it before you attack, that's at disadvantage, meaning your attack is probably going to be at disadvantage, right?
You just gotta kind of go with it at this point.
We have to get moving now.
Keep going.
so yeah, you guys keep pushing forward. You guys kind of smack your ponies, and they're even kind of getting a little tired themselves. But ooh, nice.
Actually, your horse is fine. Actually, your horse is not.
Fuck, Rosie.
Your horse is not.
Okay, Rosie.
Your horse is not. Your horse is not. Yours is
The
the only
struggler.
one that is.
You
Maybe we should
Spell
have
it
just
over.
lost
I
that,
did.
boys. That would have
Yours
made
is
a
the
lot
only
of
one that is not
bullshit.
exhausted. The rest of yours are exhausted. Especially because you didn't feed it, give it water, or anything to take care of it on this journey.
Rosie,
As well as yourselves, by the way.
so sucked down.
I'm so sucked out right now. But you guys see,
We don't need food or water.
as you guys start digging around this mountain base, you guys notice a big burrow kind of going into what looks like the mountain kind of side, kind of like 100 feet away.
You guys want me to shoot Eldritch Blast at the burrow over there?
No. Maybe we can cave it in later after we're done.
Should we time the horses, maybe?
Is there any trees nearby?
Yeah, there's.
How big is this burrow?
It's pretty big. It's a decent. I mean,
Maybe if we just took the horses in the barrel.
it's not that big.
Not that big,
Not that
okay.
big.
We must.
But you all should be able to fit through.
Like you guys will all be able to fit.
It's not like that big.
No.
But just horses can't hang out there.
Rosie needs to be alive.
Like
Somebody's
Sigmond
life
might
sunlight.
Sigmund might have to duck a little bit like that, but yeah, you guys can all easily fit.
Alright, I'll tie my horse up.
Yeah.
And feed it some carrots.
I'll eat.
The carrots that what's his name gave us?
Stan.
I'll also feed it. And
Give him that slap in the ass.
I'm gonna try to like.
It takes off.
I'm gonna try to like put some maybe leaves or some sort of brush over my horse to hide it a little bit. Or
Make
The camo.
make a survival check.
It's disadvantage.
Ghillie suit on the horse.
12.
You guys look over and you see Mordai rounding up some leaves and throwing it on his horse's head, Rosie's head, and they all fall off besides like a little nubble on his head.
I want to make sure she.
Mordai, where'd your horse go? I can't see him.
I can actually not see it.
Oh, I can't.
Does this look like a safe spot? I'm gonna get a check. I want to make sure it's in the safest spot possible. Rosie. Like maybe like by your horses, but like maybe in the middle of them. Or like.
You're a fucking jackass.
These horses cost us good money. We must keep them alive.
We don't give a shit. His life's on the line, not mine.
I'm more worried about your dragon. Maybe trying to eat it.
My dragon's not gonna eat your fucking horse.
If it does.
I'm more worried about the dragon eating me.
I don't give a shit. My dragon's my dragon.
Did you see him feeding them, those humans? You better watch when you step this way.
Calories are calories, my guy.
Yes, what Rosie is somewhat protected here.
Yeah, Rosie's somewhat protected.
We'll be fast. It's just a worm.
Just a worm.
Just an earthworm.
Snake.
Yeah.
All right, let's move.
Yes, we need to hurry.
And as you guys kind of tie up the horses, approach the burrow, you see tracks in the mud, and it looks like there's blood kind of on the outsides of the burrow and kind of on the ground, indicating that something was probably wounded.
I'm gonna get down and like smell it and try to investigate it.
All right.
Yeah, I want to like stick
Make
my fingers in.
Are you just like using your smell to try to like?
Yeah, just my smell and my
Okay, then
eye.
that would be a perception check. If you're trying to track.
No, I'm just like tasting the blood.
Dude, you're a piece of shit.
Okay. You taste the blood.
What does it taste like?
A little slimy.
Definitely snake blood, seems like.
Hard to tell.
Mordai, you kind of start smelling, and you kind of just smell sulfur and rock.
It's this way.
It gives you that indication.
Just drawing a hole.
Intuition.
So
Who wants to leave?
I will go.
Oh,
Mordai volunteered after his valiant efforts in the last fight. He volunteered
but-
to lead the charge.
If my horse is in trouble, I will leave you guys, just so you know. That is most
That's alright. You basically left us the last fight, so
I
nothing that we're not
actually
expecting.
had the second last shot on the last opponent. So.
Maybe you'd like to take 3 fucking lightning bolts to the fucking head.
They would not be able to hit me, but you're right.
I think you're a little bashful.
We shall see. This battle.
Sigmond, focus your spells on me. I'm taking down the snake.
Yes,
Today.
Oh, we're gonna kill it for sure. I'm not too worried about that.
I'd like some of those spells too, Sylvan.
Because I don't have a ton of.
I don't need them.
You need to make them work.
I know. I need to be a little more powerful. So
Bradley, you
can
said you've
target
been holding
more than
back.
one
You
person.
said you better see it.
I'll try my best.
And so, what was the order that was determined?
It is Mordai.
So-
Sigmond.
So, okay, wait. Mordai is first.
Darris.
Sigmond.
Sylvan. Bradley Michael.
Something like that. It's okay.
Why are you calling him Michael?
You ever seen Bradley Michael farts?
No.
Oh god.
It's Bradley Michael thought, so they created us.
The deep end.
So Mordai.
He's a cook.
No, it's deep end.
Defense is fairy
So,
You're right.
just a little. Everyone will have enough supplies to make it through this dungeon. I'm gonna say, being that with your packs and whatnot, you'll have enough supplies. But you know that just from dungeon mechanics, and we're gonna play it here. Everyone, the more sources of light you have, the better you will be able to look at things in a like a room. Each one of these are separate rooms, which Mordai, since he's leading, is going to lead the charge, and he's going to tell us. That's what I counted off of. But the less light you have, the more likely you're going to miss traps, you're going to be surprise attacked, stuff like that. So if you have a wizard or a sorcerer and they have light, that's an automatic always source of light. If not, the other spellcasters are going to have to buy torches from Dirk's deep dives to.
I have light. I will cast it.
Perfect. So,
It's dark in here, you're saying? That's fine.
but that only counts still like you have it, so like you won't ever need to buy torches. You can just keep.
You're
casting.
saying for other people, though.
Yeah, for other people though. So like the more sources of light you have, the better your odds will be to locate things in a room or not be surprised attacked or like see traps and
If
stuff.
I have dark vision, will it help at all or not?
Yeah, that will help, but it won't help like the party's like light meter. All right.
I'm in.
We must make it to the last light in before we lose all our light.
Try to do something.
Very complicated.
Okay. Do you get torches on with your?
Connect.
Oh, you're trapped. Like,
Yeah, I feel like a dungeoneer pack or explorer's pack, you usually get like 10
I
torches.
think I have.
While you run this.
So
All right, hey, real quick, I'm gonna just make sure. See, because you get. So I should have a pack, like
I'm gonna say everyone starts off with like 5 torches.
Oh, okay,
And-
all right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
gonna-
it's like
I'll
any
like-
pack is 10, I think.
Is it 10?
usually, yeah.
Okay, 10. We'll say
Like
10.
explorer,
keep-
dungeon,
As
everything.
long as none of you have used a torch for anything.
Oh, I used
we're
one for
on
my
the boat.
cannon.
Yeah,
that was the
we're
only time.
on-
That was like a torch
Yeah,
box.
so you
I
both
did
have
not.
9.
I actually don't. I don't even know.
But I'm casting light, so I don't matter.
Most packs,
Torches.
doesn't
Okay.
matter what, usually probably
Okay.
have 10 torches. That's like kind of common theme.
Alright.
Like rations and torches are usually.
I think I know because I shot Eldritch Blast at the cannon. Because that was far away from
Oh,
me,
yeah,
so
yeah,
I had, like,
yeah,
shot
yeah.
it.
Yeah, so you would have torches.
So it's like, so.
I think, yeah, I was the only one that used my tinderbox.
And I took mine off.
All right, Mordai, you're leading the pack. So you get into this burrow, and it looks like the burrow kind of splits off into 2 different areas. One path is leading right, and one path is leading left. Where would you like to take this Soti Maulkeye?
Siri, flip a coin.
So this is just like the starting room, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
this is the
nothing
starting
there.
room.
1
Yeah,
through
yeah.
3 is left. 4, 5, 6 is right.
Okay.
4 D6.
I like that.
Using coins, we have dice, turtles. Come on.
1, 2, 3, left. We're going right.
Right. All right, so.
Okay, so you're
Yep.
over here.
As you guys move through, you're kind of feeling the way through, and everyone's light torches. Sigmund's got his light out. You don't notice any sense of presence or like sense of danger so far, but you do see a little light coming into from the next room. You do see a faint light.
Maybe I'll do a quick look for maybe a trap.
Okay. Yeah. Do a perception.
Wasn't that 20?
They're all another one. It's just
Exhausted.
Fuck. You can do it again. Come on. You're hot. You're hot.
Fuck! Oh, it was close though. It was right
I
there.
was trying. Is it just perception?
Yep.
8.
Yeah, you don't notice any traps necessarily. You know any presence or see mechanisms like tripwire or anything like
be
that.
exhausted and trying to
I
touch
blame
it. It's
Sigmund.
not a good mix. It is my fault. I'm sorry. I
So-
suggested it.
I'm gonna get that.
Would you like to press forward into the next room?
Ooh, I like to make. Is there like I guess I'll make an investigation check, but I want to like see if there's anything
Yeah.
in the room.
Yeah. And since you,
Oh, not the worst. 7.
you can tell just from being close to the surface still. It's just there's a lot of dirt kind of on the walls. On the floor. You do get a sense of like you see the blood still on the walls of something that moved here that was injured, but nothing out of the ordinary.
This before we're in the room or while we're in the room?
What'd you say?
This is while we're in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, so
But
we're
we still see blood.
Yeah. The blood's kind of with his investigation check. It's kind of on the walls and stuff like that.
It's been this way. Might be in the next room.
This is the way.
I'm gonna just before we go. Is there another room?
There is. Yep. So you want to move up here?
Yeah. So I
So-
want to army crawl stealthily. into the room.
Roll a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh God.
I'm dead. I get it.
So when you see Mordai start going down like this, you notice there's a gradual decline to this next room, and he starts tumbling down into this next room and falls on his back like this.
I'm good, guys.
And you see this old man in this room, kind of hobble out. Oh, hello there, traveler. Say, what brings you to these?
Oh, I'm looking for a snake.
Oh, I reside with the snake, yes.
What'd you say?
I reside with the snake, yes.
Oh, that's very great. And we're looking to talk to it.
Oh, well, it's gonna be the other way there.
And he's kind of hobbling, he's pointing over there, kind of like where you came.
Is it a nice snake?
Oh, no. It is friendly to me.
Are you a nice person?
Yes. In fact, I would even let you browse some of my wares if you would like.
What's a where?
Like an item.
Big
selling.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Will you help me out, my good sir?
Oh, of course. I don't get visitors much.
And he goes down to help pick you up.
Okay, I'm gonna
I guess I'll
I'm gonna call-
once
I was
you're
gonna
kind of
call-
talking, I'll head down there.
call the fellas in. Come on, guys. This old guy's cool.
And yeah, from what you guys see, just this, he's kind of in this like raggedy clothes, but he's filled with like torches on his back. He's got torches. He's got like a torch ring, looks like a wick ring. It's burning on his hand. And anyone who wants to kind of shop at him, he has this.
Fucking guy, yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a snake down there. They fool me sometimes.
What is this place?
Who's this guy?
This way leads to magical items, this way leads to death.
It's gonna be
Go for it, shit.
12,000 gold.
Yeah, we're
Hey, as he's kind of like showing us his goods, I'm gonna start like eyeing him down. How does he look like physically
Insight
and
check.
what kind of check?
Insight.
Oh my god, 2 tubes. 2.
You see that he's what looks to be a frail old man.
How much for the helmets?
With a sword.
Sword, yes. I'd part with that for 1,500.
God damn it.
What can
No,
24
I'm
gold
not-
get me?
Not sure how fond you are of cigars, but I do have some really nice cigars here, and
I want to pull out that pack of cigars that I got. I think Benji gave to me. And
I'm not sure if this would bribe your offer at all.
How much gold do you have, little one?
We're sitting on, well, we're a team, right? And so, right now, we're sitting about 217 gold.
Tell you what, if you rid this cave of that beast, bring me what is in his chambers, and I may be able to part with an item.
Oh, that sounds good to me, yeah.
Yeah,
Can make that work.
What is an old man like you just living in this cave for? This is just out of the ordinary. I've never seen anything like it. And holding magical items like this.
Why do you live with a snake?
Well, trust me, it was not my first option. I had fled the city, Skolgar, made my way here. Forest is not a place for an old man. Found refuge.
Hey, I have an idea. What were you gonna say, Mordai?
I was gonna ask you what your name is. I could
Oh, my name. It is Alex.
Alex?
A-L-E-X.
Alex the old man.
Yes.
Or Alex last name?
Nah, no last name.
Seems like something you just come up on the fly.
Smart man.
Hey, I believe Sylvan, your light bulb made it spark the light bulb in my head. Are you looking for any type of companionship, Alex?
He's from some.
I know another man just like you.
I don't know.
He could be using some company. I believe you two would definitely hit it off.
He's pretty well known to you, right? He can supply a house for you.
Where is this man?
Let's just say it's far away from Skolgar. In a safe spot here on the island.
Well, to be honest, I've gotten used to the dark here. I like my cave. In fact, I think the snake even doesn't make me pay rent. You know what I mean?
You didn't have to. Were you ever shop owner in your younger days?
I was, yes. In Skolgar, before they put the ban on items in the city.
Why did you have to leave Skolgar?
They made it practically impossible to run a shop there. Collecting taxes on every item sold, rent drove through the roof. I packed up what I can. Packed up every item that would help me in the forest, yes.
Have you thought about doing business in Tiber Cove at all?
No, not Tiber Cove.
Why not?
Heard things about that town.
It's a great town.
Like what?
There's rumors they're cooking up something to retaliate with Skolgar, but again, just rumors.
But you don't like Skolgar, do you? You left there.
No, I don't. To be honest, I wouldn't care if they came and raided Skolgar. Got rid of those dirty pricks.
How do you have all this merchandise and equipment and gear from this place? Where do you go to get it?
This part of it is from my shop back in Skolgar. I took what I could. It's not much, but
Well, I guess we'll be on our way. Are you going to be here for the rest of the day?
where else?
Maybe after we're done talking to your snake friend, we can have a nice conversation, sit around.
Drink some
I guess
ales.
no campfire. We'll sit around in the darkness
Perfect, yes.
and talk about some of the business opportunities we have for you. Maybe some companionship as well.
Perfect. Well, do get that item for me.
And what is this item?
Do not know, but I heard of a powerful glaive he was protecting.
Powerful what?
Glaive. I heard of there was a companion, much like yourselves, came down. He had what looked to be a magical glaive, drugged into a snake's skin. Well, fortunately, I never saw that man again.
Do you know what his name was?
Not.
Well, Alex, we should be on our way.
I bid you good luck. Hopefully we see each other again.
I want to do a perception check on like his living quarters. So like, what is he doing?
Yeah. Okay.
God damn it! 3 or actually 6.
You know the only source of light that he's got coming off him are just his candles that he's kind of got all over himself and his items. But he's got like a little rucksack laying on the ground, and that's really about it. He's kind of carved out a little shelf on the side of the wall in the dirt to hang some of his goods, but he doesn't have much.
Alright. I believe we need to be hunting this snake.
All right.
Well, it was good to meet you, Alex. I'm sure I'll be seeing you again.
We'll be back soon. Mordai, following you.
All right, Mordai. I'm assuming you're gonna go back up here and.
As it's going on, like once you kind of get back to like the server. So what's stopping us from
Killing that guy?
killing that man and taking those items?
Can't just kill an innocent guy down here, can
I
we?
know their morals are the big thing, but
I mean, I would agree with his morals, but he has things that may help us help feed the snake.
it does seem like his life is not very happy.
What also seems that he's at least close with this snake. If we attack them, perhaps we could alert it that we're here and bring him to us, or us in the room.
What would your guys say about killing this man?
Honestly, I'm on my own path.
You guys will see when we get done killing the snake what we shall do.
I guess so.
Well, you never know who could be an ally in the future. That's the only thing. I mean, if he's
Yes, maybe he has connections for your music major.
Maybe, yeah, maybe,
Skolgar.
maybe he has a big gig ready at
True, yeah, in Skolgar. Yeah.
Skolgar.
This could be, he could be the one that could be there. Let's keep him for now. Let's
All
continue
right.
on. I want to kind of
Alex.
take a pace a little bit.
Okay, pick up the pace. You want to like kind of.
I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna kind of. I'm gonna get through to back to where we were initially, where I made that turn.
Yep. So you're right here,
Yeah.
and then you still want to be picking up the pace through here.
Yep.
So yeah, as you're kind of chopping through this room, you're kind of kicking up you see a little like flowers and some like fungal shit on the floor, and Darris and Sigmond make Constitution saving throws.
That's a good dumb word.
16.
Do we do disadvantage?
I don't think
Or is
so.
it?
Is it count save? Save should be
Saving
okay.
throw is different than ability.
Yep.
I believe.
Yep.
You say con?
Yep.
15.
Okay. So yeah, you guys both pass it, but the fumes still kind of get into your lungs, and you suffer 3 points of poison damage. As he's kind of sprinting through, he's kicking up these mushrooms, and you kind of see the fumes, and you guys sniff a little bit of them. And you suffer 4 poison.
Hurry up now, you guys are lagging behind.
Would I watch where you're walking? I guess I'll do a perception check in this room.
Okay. Yeah.
9.
So, in which room are you in right now, Mordai? Are you still in this one, or did you want to go to this one?
Where do we come in at?
This is the room with the traps in it right here,
Okay.
and then this would be obviously the one you
Did
moved
we,
to next.
did we start right here?
You started right here.
Oh, so I'm gonna start slowing down, but yeah,
Okay.
I will keep going forward.
Okay.
But I will, yeah, I'll just go to this next room.
Okay.
I'm not too worried.
Yeah. As you move on, you see that the blood kind of thickens down this path right here, and it doesn't seem to get too thick over there. It's kind of
I'm gonna just kind of lean back to the guy. I'm gonna attempt to whisper.
okay.
There's a lot of blood up here at the store. Should we go there, or do you think it's a trap?
You guys think of me.
If we're looking for the snake, then we should follow the blood.
Okay.
What if the glaive is in that other room? I know, let's just go to the snake.
I'm gonna do another.
Maybe we should still.
We're not gonna do we can try.
Maybe let me just like check for traps. Like nothing again. Like let me kind of like just like look at the doors and see what's on the side.
Okay. Yeah. Do a perception check.
I already have disadvantage on stealth, so I can't get any worse.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I can roll so I get that one.
you don't seem to notice anything.
Yeah, should we go?
This door's safe.
Perfect, I say. Are we ready to go?
You can still.
Yeah.
My balance feels off today. I feel like I'm tired. I feel like I might fall because of pain.
Darris, I believe that you are going to slay this beast, you and Sigmond, and with the help of us. So I bid you good luck.
And I flip you a coin. There we go.
Hey, there's the one-hander.
So you get a D8 of inspiration.
Beautiful.
And I'll just motion for my coin back, and I'll put that in there.
Okay, I'm gonna charge in.
All right. So you're going down here.
Yeah.
So when you get down here, you notice it's not like a super steep hill, but it slides down. And are you guys following Mordai as you see him kind of go into that room, and he starts sliding down, and he starts to disappear.
Yep, I'm going.
Check the other room first.
Yeah.
Go back.
So we're not. The ability check's done.
And you guys hear.
You guys right in the mouth of the snake. We just hear. Then we just see a sword pierce out from the.
Like fucking Hercules cutting a hydra from the throat.
That's not me. Instead, it is.
And so you guys kind of. You guys kind of stumble down. It's probably gonna be like right here. Yep, you guys kind of stumble down right here, and everyone make perception checks. As
We love the
Holy
disadvantage.
shit.
Damn, I got a good one. 16.
Me too.
I got a nat 20 though.
I got an at 20 and 18.
Did
I got
you?
a 16.
you guys kind of
I have
notice.
11.
21.
Okay. So Sigmond is the only one that notices this. You sense some snoring, and with your high roll, you sense it. It sounds like little goblin snores coming from in that room.
This was the blood trail you're following,
Yep,
correct?
yep.
You said goblins.
Yep.
We should be able to take some of that, right?
We should stealth. That's not gonna work.
And I wanna actually pull my sword out.
Okay.
Your meat cleaver.
And I am gonna allow, if you guys roll like to assassinate, I'm gonna allow like to assassinate if you guys roll good on like stealth. To, like,
Okay. I got myself was a 12.
Okay.
I also 12.
Okay.
5.
Oh wait, I
Out of 10.
Oh, I actually
had
had
13.
Okay.
Get average of like 9.
13, we're not.
Okay.
I'm gonna heat up.
All right.
It's not a roll, it's a what the shot's hair on the fucking neck.
Okay. So as you guys kind of sneak into this room right here, you notice 2 sleeping goblins kind of rested on the wall, and with your guys' rolls, for stealthing, I think Bradley had the worst at 5. He's kind of like shuffling his feet a little bit and making a lot of ruckus, and you notice one of the goblins off to the right is like starts opening his eyes a little bit.
I'm immediately gonna see that, grab a javelin and
Okay.
toss it at him.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to hit my Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
If I'm not too close.
Yeah. No, you're good. I'd say this is all. I'd say that's reactionary.
I'm gonna go towards the other goblins that aren't sleeping.
Okay, so there's only one of them, one other one on the left side of the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the left.
But Sigmond rolled to hit, and
18.
that'll hit.
It's probably
It's 22.
6 points of damage.
All right. So I'd say they got fucking 7 health. So I'm gonna say with you kind of catching him in his sleep, he just gets fucking stapled in the wall, and it kills him right there. And then, but with that kind of ruckus, you notice the other one kind of get up. He kind of draws his weapon and roll for initiative. We'll see if he goes first. Just get a hit on someone.
Yeah, right. Oh, I don't think he's going first.
Yeah, I doubt it.
I got a 13.
I got a dirty
17.
20.
I got a 19.
15.
Yeah, we don't even have to play this out. We'll say you two get over there and just start fucking just start ripping his guts on the floor. So yeah, that's what was in this room. Now you guys are right here and you're kind of gathering yourselves. You realize that the light from the tunnel, like where you guys came in, is starting to get harder or like less like relevant, and you're relying more on your torches and stuff now.
I wanna loot the goblin.
Okay.
See if there's got anything on him.
Roll an investigation check.
I want to see where the snake blood is leading.
Okay. Yep. Let me pull that back up.
That's good.
So you know the snake blood leads straight,
Straight.
and that's all you can see with your light right now.
Do we see anything coming from either other direction?
You notice.
That's, yeah, I guess that is obvious, and then I'll make a perception check too if it's not obvious.
You notice, yeah, because everyone still has their light out. This room seems to have a hole in it.
I could do a snake in there.
Yes, maybe. I believe there's a hole there, maybe where he moves around. What about the other room? I didn't notice anything.
Nah, not necessarily there.
I wanna take
Do we check the rooms out, or?
yeah, I'm gonna toss a goblin, like one of the dead bodies. Well, I got a 17.
Yep.
I'm gonna toss one of the bodies into that room.
Okay, so yeah, you see Mordai kind of pick one up, and he goes into this other room, and you see him throw the goblin in there, and you hear. As it seems like it's a pretty far drop. Not super far, but far enough where if you just jumped in, you're gonna take damage.
Let's do this way.
Would you want to check the other room?
Sure.
Throw the other body.
I want the other body now.
Wait, which one are
You're
you
gonna go to the other
I'm
room,
gonna
not
go
the other body.
the one with the spear in the head.
Okay,
preferably.
so yeah, Mordai comes in and he
Take your javelin.
Oh yeah, sorry. Just grab a javelin.
and Mordai, when you get into this room and chuck him in there, you don't see anything happen. No traps kind of fling up and spring, But make a perception check.
One more. Nice.
14.
Ooh, nice!
Same thing or no?
I think.
DC was 12 there, so Mordai, you notice kind of buried, not necessarily in the dirt, but kind of sticking out of the dirt is, it looks like a little tablet of some sort.
I'm gonna go up and grab it.
Okay, yeah. And when you pick up, when you kind of take the tablet out of the ground, you notice that there are 4 figures on that tablet. One of them is a bird, one of them is a snake, one of them is a fish, and one of them is a deer.
I want to show the tablet to whoever's closest to me. I'd say, like, take a look. The different creatures we have on here. The snake is one of them.
Yep, bird, snake, fish, deer.
Bird, snake, fish, deer.
Good. So there's the rumors of the deer, right? This is the snake.
Cushy fish. Where it was like in the pile, does it look like it was like a mound, like a burial pile at all?
No, it was just kind of stuck in the
Okay.
ground. Yeah,
Okay.
it looked like it had been sitting there for a long time.
Okay.
And yeah.
And a bird.
Yep. Bird,
snake,
snake,
fish,
fish,
deer.
Let's
deer.
put that tablet somewhere.
Yes, do you want me to put it? I can put it in the bag of holding.
Yes. I'm gonna,
I'll put that,
I'm gonna grab the goblin then.
Oh, with your investigation, you found 2 rations and 10 silver.
I don't know, Rash.
What should I label the tablet as? Should I just pick tablet?
I would just do
Bird, snake, fish, deer tablet.
I would just do like animal tablet,
Animal tablet.
and then what would you guys like to do?
Let's I'm gonna toss the goblin in the next room.
So you're tossing him in this room.
Yeah, like
Oh my
back
God,
to
bro.
this one. I'm gonna walk to back through and then just toss him in.
Okay,
Elite dungeon diving.
So you toss him in there, and you back out, and you don't hear anything.
Yeah, we're safe, boys. No, I'll just walk in like I'm pretty casual.
Yeah. So, you walk in. There's a dead goblin.
That's it?
What does this room look like?
There's blood on the wall still. The path is starting to get a little bit more rocky, less dirt-like.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I'll pick him back up and I will throw him in front of me now.
Okay. All right. and you're-
I say we keep going.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
I'm gonna go to the next one, holding him out in front of me like this.
Okay. Yeah, so Mordecai leads the way with a goblin body shield. You walk into this room, and again, there's just more blood on the walls. You see make a perception check.
Nice. Come on. Nice.
11.
Okay, yeah. You do see the start of the tracks of little feet, kind of that look to be leading into the other room.
Okay. I'm gonna continue to hold the body. I'm gonna like. Oh, these are pretty small, right, goblins?
Yeah, they're.
I'm just gonna kind of like lead its head in the room first, like kind of like playing. Oh, I don't know if it's shield now, more just like seeing if anything jumps on it.
No, but as you kind of get closer to the room, you do hear more snoring.
Wait,
I'm gonna put the goblin down right before I enter.
We do good.
Holy shit!
2 net 20s.
Oh, yeah. Do you want two? Do you want two?
I
I rolled 2 13s.
We have good
I got
spells.
6.
I rolled 2 dirty
Yeah,
20s.
I got 13.
Listen to that point.
Wait, okay, what did everyone get? You guys rolled really good, didn't
I
you?
rolled
Yeah,
2
I got
dirty
13.
20s.
Okay.
I had a 19 and a 12.
What'd you get?
2. Even minus 3. No, wait, that was the second one.
Oh.
Disadvantage, right?
Yep. So yeah, as you guys
Oh, 1.
Kinda
Oh, 3.
Need a rope for this shit.
sneakily enter this room, trying to be, you notice this time as the light that you guys are bringing with you illuminates the walls and whatnot, you notice 5 kind of sleeping goblins along the wall, and when you guys walk into it, they all kind of startlingly kind of sit up and draw their weapons, and that's where we're gonna end because I don't want to get in like combat too much longer because it's already 10:30. But we will end it there with the goblins being awoken as you enter the room.
You don't think I'm that other javelin again?
We are friends.
We are friends.
Dude.